Hello and welcome back to SARS Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups that everybody is tuned in nice and early. Big ups that everybody is watching on a replay. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are back again for another episode of the Koora Pod, episode 63. 4 points clear at the top of the league, people. Yeah. Public service announcement that we are top of the league by 4 points clear on Manchester City after they dropped points against Sunderland. Yeah, draw. They dropped 2 points against Sunderland. Yeah, you can't draw because draws will kill you in this game. In this game, draws kill you. They don't. It's not a buffer. It's a dagger in your side of your body. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. But listen, man, we're back again. We're going to be speaking about the title race. We're going to be speaking about Manchester City, and we're going to be speaking about Arsenal and where this leaves us, the fixtures, the upcoming fixtures, where we can see the teams possibly drop more points for either side. Obviously, we're going to be speaking about it. We're also going to be speaking about Maresca being sacked and about Chelsea, and we're gonna be speaking about where that leaves Chelsea.
The best topic of the day. The best topic of the day, bro.
Huh?
Was he sacked? I think he...
We're going to discuss it, bro. We're going to discuss it. Whether you think he's been sacked or he left, do you know what I mean? He's gone. So we just
and by the way, in advance, I want to congratulate Matisse with his new job. You know what I'm saying? Big up Matisse with his new managerial job at Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, big up.
Big up.
See you.
We're going to be speaking about Chelsea.
Wait, is it confirmed that the new manager, is it signed?
No, bro, it's like people are so certain that it's going to happen. Trust me, it's going to happen.
That will be nice. I will play that video to all Chelsea fans every time about you've all got to come back. You've got to try, bro. I can't wait. Sorry, I'm late, guys, but this is gonna be This is gonna be nice.
Bro, they're going to hire a math teacher as a manager, bro. It's going to be great.
Guys, we can get to it in the Chelsea section. Relax,
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Right. We got.
Where is the Kelb Souls?
He's not here yet. He's gonna be.
Said he's gonna be like 10-15 minutes.
Amazing.
It is what it is. But we're also gonna be doing a prediction show, guys. By the way, predictions. Do you know what I mean?
By the way, Sad has had a good 2 weeks, guys.
Where's F? Where is FK? Don't say not bad, because you were saying
is the remontada? Is the remontada on, Sad?
Listen. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do a Jude Bellingham in the press conference. Actually, you know what? I don't want to do that because I know how that ended. Actually, I don't.
Exactly. It didn't end well at all. It ended bad.
That ended bad, so I don't want to be that guy. Actually, but listen. We're here, man. We're going to discuss. There's a lot to discuss. There's a lot to unpack. But I think the first place we should begin is the title race. The first thing we should speak about is Arsenal slapping up Aston Villa and Manchester City toothless against Sunderland. Yeah, at least we scored. We scored 2 goals and we undoubtedly gave up a lead. Yeah. We gave up a lead and we did bottle it a little bit there. But bro, toothless against Sunderland, who are missing multiple players. By the way.
6.
7 players.
7
Actually,
players.
it's 4 starters and 2 in the bench, but yeah.
And then the starting centre back, Ballard, who got injured.
Yeah, Ballard was injured.
6 are in AFCON.
You know what?
I was talking about the AFCON ones. Yeah, the AFCON ones. Ballard, yes, you're right.
Listen,
but you can't just say 4 starters because the reality is if the 4 starters are out,
if they don't play, the 2 should replace them.
Even the backups, exactly.
Yeah.
But lads, chat to me, man, because we're top of the league, 4 points clear. We've got a gap. Do you know what I mean? Mind the gap, as they say in the tube in London. Do you know what I mean? You got to mind the gap right now because it's moving a bit mad. What do we think, man? What do we think?
Oh, is that where the phrase come from?
So mind the gap comes from the tube. In the tube, they say mind the gap between the train and the. So that's where mind the gap comes because the platform and the train, there's a gap in between the train and the platform. So some
Got it.
people. Anyway, listen, guys. Actually, firstly, I want to actually speak to people because people looked at me crazy when I started predicting 3-0 against Aston Villa. So I need people to just hand me my flowers first because I called this before. And the thing is, I showed a text here that I put into another Arsenal group chat, by the way. Another fraud has just arrived. But I put another message.
Another Arsenal group chat. So you have other group chats outside us.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm in like 3 or 4. I'm in like 3 or 4.
I see it.
And don't worry, man. I'm around, man. I get around. Do you know what I mean? But listen,
yeah, you get around.
He's
You get around.
why
He's
for that?
Arsenal. He's an Arsenal hole.
Why for that? Why for that?
Oof.
But listen, in another group chat, I put this exact message. Yeah, let me just tell you the exact message that I put up. Yeah, I said I'm calling it Gabriel goal and a 3-0 win. Yeah, today we show we are the best team in the league, man. Yeah, listen, I have belief, bro, because I know.
So you said the most obvious thing and a random prediction, and now we need to praise you like you're this kind of mystic.
No. What do you mean the
What are we
most?
doing here, bro?
What's the most
And
obvious?
it was a
What's the
3-0.
most obvious thing?
That Gabriel is gonna score. That's the most obvious thing to
Okay,
say. Bro.
all right. No,
That's like
that's
me saying,
not the
oh,
most obvious thing. That's
listen.
not.
That's like me saying, oh, Saka is getting an assist, bro. That's
We
the
don't
most
know how.
obvious thing ever, bro.
No, T. So let me explain, and then you guys can give me my flowers. Firstly, we don't know how Gabriel is just gonna come back and just score straight away. We don't know that's just gonna happen. It's not guaranteed. It's not written. It's not freaking whatever it is into stone. Do you know what I mean? It's not carved into stone, is it? That he's gonna come in.
It's not set in
No,
stone.
it's meant to be. It's meant to be though, because he scored against every single team in the top. I mean, top 10 of the table.
Regardless, all I'm saying is I'm talking about the result. I'm talking about the manner of the result. I'm talking about that's what you give me flowers for, yeah. Not take that statement. Oh, you did something that was obvious in Gabriel scoring. You take the manner of the result that I did, bro. I told you guys we'd slap these guys up. I told you guys that the writing was on the wall there. We were dominating teams.
To be honest, the only person who predicted anything other than a win was Ashraf. He predicted 1-1. So he's got to explain.
Wait! Don't equate me. Don't wait! Don't give me that crap. Your prediction is closer to mine than it is to Saad. So Saad has the right to gloat. Because you predicted a 1-goal win, a 1-goal win, and a 1-1 draw is actually close. Compared to a 3-0 win, so shut the hell up.
Ashraf. Saad's prediction and my prediction mean that at the end of the day, we get 3 points. Your prediction meant that we dropped 2 points. Stop being stupid. You predicted a draw.
Don't be
explain
stupid.
Why.
Add context to it. Your prediction and mine
Explain
are
why
closer to
you
each
predicted
other
a draw.
than yours
Explain
is.
why.
He's
Explain
predicting.
why you predicted a
10
draw.
minutes.
I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you. I'll explain. Because I'm saying. First of all, don't act. This guy tried to school Saad 2 minutes ago in English when he told him it's not carved in stone. It's set in stone.
You can divert.
And I let it go.
Diversion
But actually, carved in stone is also correct.
You're
you
out
dumbass.
Of breath. You're
I
out
don't
of
know
breath.
how you got the
Chill
passport.
out.
How the hell did you get your English passport?
Calm down.
Who gave it to you?
Calm down.
But you don't know how to speak.
Ashraf,
I
calm
was
down.
actually
Calm
correct.
down.
English.
Just relax.
Yes,
I was actually correct.
Just calm down.
This guy, bro.
So, guys,
because I'm the bigger man.
Shouting
Let it go.
over the microphone is not going to happen.
Let it go. It's fine.
Shouting is not going to do nothing.
The guy from England can speak.
Let me explain.
Let it go. No problem.
Let me explain. So,
Can
guys,
we let us explain?
No.
You didn't let me explain. Exactly.
No.
You asked me a question and then you cut me off.
No. I'm going to speak. Firstly.
Thank you, Wesley. Switch on your camera. You unprofessional. You unprofessional idiot. Switch on your camera.
Shout and scream.
Thank you, Wesley. Good catch, Wesley.
It's Christmas time. It's okay. Anyway, listen. What I want to say is
not
this.
Christmas time, actually. No.
My prediction and Saad's prediction and TK's prediction and Sami's prediction all have one thing in common. That we thought Arsenal would take 3 points. Ashraf is the only fan on this panel that thought we dropped 2 points. Regardless if it was 10-1 or 1-0, the result is the same. The question I have for Ashraf is stop diverting like the weasel that you are and explain why you didn't have belief in your team to predict a win.
I was explaining, but your bitch hormones were going at like a crazy speed That you couldn't control yourself to let me explain.
My hormones can't. But my hormones can't bring your hairline back.
Bitch hormone.
My hormones can't bring your hairline
He's
back.
probably changing
They
his
just can't.
pads now in the washroom, which is why he doesn't.
That's fine. That's fine.
Can I
that's
explain
fine.
now?
Just-
Can I explain? Can I explain?
My hormones can't bring
My
your hairline
explanation
back.
was, Souls, very simple. For me, when I'm saying 1-1, and you're saying, I think you said 1-0 or 2-1, I can't remember. Right? The difference
Stop
between you
comparing
and
your
I,
predictions to mine. Answer the question. Stop diving.
I am comparing. You asked me to
Why?
explain,
No,
so I'm
don't
explaining
compare. I
what's.
didn't ask for a comparison. I asked, why did you not predict a win for Arsenal? Simple. Stop talking shit. Stop comparing my prediction to
Shut
Besides
up.
prediction.
I'm answering your
Talk
first
about
point
why
because you
predicted
said.
a win.
I'm answering your first point because your first
asking for that.
point.
No one's asking for that.
So,
Shut up and
so
answer
this
my
is only
question.
gonna work. This is only gonna work if the others are allowed to
what?
speak. It's not gonna work if it's gonna be a
No,
monologue.
that's fine. But one thing is
Your
that you need
first
to answer the
point was
question.
your first.
Stop diverting. Answer the question.
I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna say my point first, then I'm gonna answer the question. Your first point was. Your first point
Well,
was.
don't tell me what my point was. You can't tell me what my point. I'm telling you my point.
Yeah, guys, move on.
I'm sad.
He's-
I'm sad. That
Guys,
chubby
it's that time of
Moroccan
the
guy,
month
look
for
at
him.
with
Just
his
move on.
dodgy-
He's not. He's like a bitch in heat, bro. Just move on.
With his fake hoodie. Look at him. Dusty.
I'm not wearing a hoodie, you dumbass.
He's
I'm
talking
talking about
me.
Side. You fucking idiot. Shut up,
He's just
Ashraf.
fighting at everyone.
Hey, Ashraf. No one can bring back the fact that you're 40 plus.
I wish I was
You
40 plus.
and donkeys are the same. What is the difference between you and a donkey? The donkey, you take the whip, you hit him, and the donkey's like ee-aw. That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
So can we get some? Can we actually bring back some order?
I'm in Houston, my love.
There's no way.
And that fraud,
No
TK.
way.
I'm coming for you, by the way, TK. I know you've been trying to hide recently.
See, I can mute him.
Can you guys
This
just
guy-
mute him? Yeah, honestly.
This guy
No
says,
camera.
This guy
The worst
says,
part
I'm
of
hiding.
the
The only
Listen.
guy I'm
He
letting
just
go
mute-
today is Sami.
Listen.
Sammy's
This
the
guy
only
says,
guy I'm letting off today.
this guy says, I'm hiding. Meanwhile, he hasn't been on the
Also,
show
big
for
up
like
Sami as well.
months.
Exactly.
shown up
No,
in 6 months.
he's missed weeks, bro.
Yeah, I
And he's
missed-
like,
I
bro,
missed
why you
5 weeks.
hiding?
I missed 6 weeks, innit? 6 weeks. But listen, big up Sami as well. Big up Sami. I met him.
Sammy,
listen-
be honest. Was it not like boiling your blood every time you were hanging out with him? Right? He was like
No,
just
because I'm not the
blowing
same
your
on
brains out.
YouTube
I
than
feel
in
like
person.
Sammy
I'm
lost
not the
some
same.
brain cells.
No,
I feel
because
like Sammy
knows
lost
me.
some brain cells.
Sammy knows me
Honestly
personally now.
honestly speaking, I mean, Souls in real life is not Souls online. I'm gonna
Exactly.
tell you
Everyone
that.
knows that.
Wait.
Everyone knows that.
Guys, ask Souls. I'm asking you the question.
Yeah.
The way you're acting now, is that how you are in real life, Souls?
It's how I am in real life with you. Only
Exactly.
with you, because you're
So
annoying.
Sammy, you
Only
just
with
saw
you.
the Souls that's polite because you're here for 2-3 days. But meet
No,
him
no,
and stay.
actually,
I am
Sammy,
with Souls every day.
Sammy,
And I
Sammy,
promise you,
Sammy,
he's 10
Sammy.
times worse.
Sammy. By the way, he refused to answer my question. I said I'm like that with him only. He's the only guy I'm like that with because he's annoying, he's old, he's argumentative, and he's got hairline issues.
Guys, if I next stream,
And
I'm
he
gonna
lives in a
show you
hut.
guys screenshots.
Change your
of
cupboard.
10 of 10 different people
Your
saying
cupboard
he's
needs
this
to be changed.
he's this rabbit
Your cupboard
in real life as well.
Your cupboard needs to be
I'll
changed.
show you guys next
Dusty
stream.
you. Shut
Next
your
stream, yeah?
mouth.
Okay, so can we
Shut up.
listen?
And big
I'll
up
be
Sammy
real.
as well. Big him up.
I'll be real.
Thank you,
Listen,
Ash Ketchum. Every day I have to
this
deal with him.
whole-
Imagine in real life.
This whole
Yeah,
thing
but your
about-
hairline's dodgy though.
this
So you need to
this
deal
whole
with that
thing
first.
about me getting my flowers when
Your hormones are dodgy, bro.
La hawla wala quwwata illa billah. All right, guys, listen, children, please. This whole thing about me getting my flowers went a bit Pete Tong. Do you know what I mean? It went left. So forget about my flowers. Let's just talk about where we stand right now. 4 points clear. Bro.
I was gonna give you your flowers because I think predicting 3-0 is not easy. Like that's a bold prediction.
But it's not. But Ash, it's not even like I just threw the prediction out there on a hopium thing, bro. I was given logic for why I think we will beat them by such a big.
And I think your logic made sense. I think your logic was very good.
You know what his logic
I think
was?
your
His
logic
logic was he's last place. He has no play left. He's like, "Khalas, I'm just gonna predict this." So inshallah,
you know
maybe
what,
I'll get 3
bro,
points.
exactly.
You know what I'm
TK is
saying?
right.
Yeah, I
TK
like
is right.
that.
This guy picks the wildest picks every week. And when one of them gets right, he wants his flowers. He's moving like Ty. Do you know what I mean? Ty will predict.
You out your
Ty will
mind.
predict. Ty will
Don't
predict
make me get
3-0
Ash
to
to bring.
Arsenal
Don't make me
every
get Ash to
single
bring.
game.
Don't make me get Ash to bring.
I had a stinker this
I'll
week, to be honest.
show you
Shit.
all of the predictions that I made, and they're not even wild takes. It's just simple thinking about the games. You idiot.
So why are you
anyway,
last then? So why are you last?
I'm not last. Who's last?
He's
You're
not
last
last
to me.
anymore, you dumbass.
No,
He's not
Sami
last.
is last. Sami is
Who's last? Who's last, bro?
I listen.
Who's
big up
last?
Sammy as
Bro?
well.
Like, come back on camera. Come back on camera.
Yeah, don't go anywhere.
Who's last?
Don't go anywhere.
Come back on camera, bro.
This is
What?
such
What?
TK,
Like, tell me
TK,
something, bro. I what?
TK,
I what,
TK,
man?
TK, bro, I can't lie. TK is moving like Crystal Palace, mid-table, always mid-table.
Let's
and
not
happy to be there.
scrap you, man.
No, don't worry. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Listen, man. Hey,
Ashraf the little bitch. Yeah, I went level on points with him, and he still put me second. And he still put me second because he's a fraud. Because he knows that he wants his name there first.
No,
Like,
Guys,
like,
we've
that he is.
explained.
his
Guys,
name
we've
is-
explained
it's
this in the past.
alphabetical order.
Unfortunately for Souls, his parents,
I'm first.
unfortunately for him,
Don't
his
talk about my
parents
parents. Don't talk about my
decided.
parents. Don't talk about my
I'm not talking
parents.
about your
Don't
parents. Calm
No,
down.
don't bring up my
Unfortunately, his parents
because
decided
I'll
to
bring
name
up
him
your parents,
Souls,
and then it'll
right?
go left.
Whereas my parents
go
decided
so
to name me Ash, right?
Me, I've
So
met your-
unluckily
trust
for
me,
him,
don't talk about parents.
I
trust
come
me.
before
Nah,
him in the
don't say
name.
that.
call.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
say-
Let me
don't
not
say-
say
don't
nothing.
say
Let me not say
parents.
nothing. Let me stay quiet because you can go left right now. Man said parents.
Brother, he's not
Saying
even
mad
saying
stuff.
something bad.
Because
You don't even know
because
what
you,
he's about to say.
this is what I'm saying. Because you're a bitch in heat, you didn't actually understand what I was saying. You thought I was insulting your
What I
parents.
was
which I would
saying
never do.
is that you
Exactly.
have
Exactly.
windows in your cupboard. That's the biggest problem.
Can we just listen? Can we actually speak about the title race? Because these
Yeah, and stop begging, please, Souls.
these fraudulent
Go ahead,
pieces
Sam.
of shit in light blue, yeah, these pussies in blue, yeah. I'm not talking about Chelsea. We'll get to them at the end of this. We'll get to them later on in the stream. But these other pussies in blue, yeah, we need to speak about them because serious conversations need to be had about, do you know what I mean? Certain players, certain things that are going on.
Timestamp 19 minutes when we start the football conversation, so people know to skip this garbage when they're watching it on the replay.
Nah, I will. I'm gonna do
Timestamp
that.
it. 19 minutes.
But we need to speak about it, man. We need to
Yeah.
speak
Anyway,
about.
welcome to the Koora pod, guys. Episode 63. You know what I'm saying? That was the intro. As you can see, Souls is back like he never left. You know what I'm saying? Outside of his camera, that's not here yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 4 points clear, guys. What's your thoughts? Let's hear it from you guys.
Honestly, still close, by the way, guys. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because we're still going to have to go to Manchester City away. The good thing is we are halfway through the season, and looking at the games that we're going to play versus what City are going to play, I think City are having a tougher games because they have a lot of away games. They have to go to Chelsea. They have to go, I think, to Anfield. So I think we have a massive chance here in our hand, and let's hope they drop more points. I'll feel more comfortable saying, we're definitely going for it once we are like more than 6 or more points gap. But as things stand, we're doing well, so I'm happy with that. Unfortunately, I'm just concerned about Rice. That's the only concern for me because we genuinely don't have a replacement. And thank God, Villa didn't really show up. But if we're gonna play, let's say, a Newcastle, for instance, who have, I would say, a stronger midfield when it comes to like Bruno Guimaraes, Joelinton, a more aggressive midfield, I think we're going to struggle. I don't think Marino's up to the levels, but I'm happy with Gabriel. Gabriel's back, we missed the guy. Not only defensive, but also offensively. He's a key component element to our set piece routine. And Rice, that's the only bummer for me. And Calafiore, I'm not sure when Calafiore will return. But those are the two. We're getting good players back, but we're also losing good players. So this is the thing. And let's see how January goes in terms of transfer market, if we can really back up our team just to, ensure and secure our run and this season.
Yeah, no, listen, I agree, man. Look, I think it was a top performance, 4-1. Can't complain. First half was a bit dodgy, I'll be honest. I think they had the better first half in terms of chances.
Yeah.
Watkins should have scored that chance. We looked a bit nervous in the first half. I didn't really understand what was going on, but it was like we were kind of eased into the game. And then half-time came. We were probably lucky to be going into it 0-0. I don't know what the team talk was at half-time, but it kicked something up their asses because straight after that, we came out all guns blazing. Amazing goals as well. It wasn't just fluky goals. Jesus' goal was unbelievable. Trossard, Like, it was all just quality finishing. And yeah, man, look, it was unexpected. Like, in all seriousness, I probably didn't even expect us to win 4-1. I thought it'd be a tight game. I was hoping it'd be a 1-0 or a 2-1. I thought they'd score as well, which they did. But yeah, no, look, I think it was a top quality performance. It was a statement win as well, because again, Villa are on 11-game win streak, 11 in a row. They're playing really well. They beaten us, they've beaten Chelsea, they've beaten City. So look, we beat a top quality team. We beat a proper top 4 challenging team. And yeah, look, I think obviously said the only worry is obviously our injuries, as Sami said. And obviously also, it's just good now that we have a lot of options, right? We have more options up front. We have more options in certain positions. But I agree with Sami. When it comes to the midfield, that's where I think we're lacking a bit, where if Rice is out, we don't really have adequate replacements. I don't think Moreno did bad, but you could tell the drop-off was big. You could tell. It was really telling how much of a drop-off it was. And yeah, man, big up to the players. Honestly, big up to Jesus. Big moment for him. I know in his post-match interview, he was talking about how he's had a tough time mentally over the last year. Went through some mental health issues, a lot of doubting, a lot of issues, and obviously went back to God and stuff, which helped him. And yeah, man, like, I was happy for Jesus, happy for Gabriel to be back. Even in his first game back properly, you can already tell why he's one of the best centre-backs in the world, because he just comes in, dominates that midfield, the energy he brings, the passion that he brings, the goals that he brings as well. And he got man of the match deservedly, in my opinion. But honestly, you could give mentions to everybody in that game. Odegaard, unbelievable. I think Gabriel, unbelievable. Raya, top save. I know we conceded at the end, but again, whenever we need him, you know how hard it is for a keeper to do basically nothing for the majority of the game and then have to pull out a world-class stop like that towards the end. He does it game on game now. So a lot of honourable mentions. Obviously, I think some players maybe weren't as good. Saka wasn't as good, in my opinion. Lacked a bit this game. Gyökeres was shit as usual. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, it's just obviously a bit of downers when it comes to 2 or 3 of the players. But other than that, man, like, you have to give props to everybody. Amazing win. And yeah, onwards and upwards from here. We've got a big game against Bournemouth now on Sunday. We need to go and win that game. On Saturday. And yeah, that's basically it for my match review, to be honest. I think big up Arteta as well. Tactically, in the second half, amazing.
I'll respectfully disagree on. Go ahead.
Before you go, Ash, I just want to ask Saad, can you make a poll, Saad, saying that who should start as our number 9, Gyökeres or Jesus, especially after that performance? I'm interested to see it. You know.
No, you want to make it interesting? Put all 4, because all 4 are
Havertz
available.
Including
Havertz, Moreno, Jesus, and Gyökeres. All 4 are available.
Yeah, man. Make that poll, man. That's man.
Yeah,
I mean, we won at the point.
I know exactly what
Emery.
Yeah,
we won.
I know who I'm putting last in that list. That's for sure. But anyways, look, I'm gonna respectfully disagree. Why respectfully? Fuck you. I'm gonna disagree with Souls on one or two things.
He just said fuck you.
Yeah, Habibi, it's a joke. Khalas, let it go.
Okay, now what I want to say is...
My bad. Okay, I respectfully disagree on...
I'm not going to insult you. I promise. All I want to say is this. Sami came to Dubai, by the way. The real friend actually took time to go and see him. Ashraf cancelled twice because he was in the cinema wanking off.
Okay. Are you happy? For starters, since you want to go there, unlike Souls, I have a family. I can't just drop things, but Souls just sits and fingers himself all day, so he can actually come at the ring of a call. He doesn't need to. You can literally you can call him right now. Hey Souls, are you free? He will leave right now. Right? That's one.
Fine.
So don't compare.
Yeah, that's fine. But at least I show up.
Secondly, I did want to show up, but when I called, he said he was in Abu Dhabi. That's 2-hour drive. I'm not gonna make it at that time. Secondly, on the match, right now that we are done with the stupidity, the man who's been texting me every day begging for me to let him to play football tomorrow. But anyways,
See, guys,
I actually think Gabriel is the best centre back in the world. I don't think Gabriel is
resulting to releasing personal text messages, personal information, because he's rattled.
I mean, you've done that as well. So you've done that as well. So
this is what
what is it?
You've
done that. Just go to what you want to say.
Okay, so I think Gabriel is the best centre back in the world. I don't think Gabriel is one of. I also do think that Moreno did not have a good game, in my opinion. I actually think Moreno was quite bad. In fact, you can probably argue that he should have got a second yellow card. If that was my team, if that was against my team, I would have been super pissed off, honestly, because he was on a yellow card. It was a clear drag for the second foul, and he somehow escaped the yellow card. And Arteta knew, which is why he took him off 5 minutes later. So I think he didn't have the best game, to be honest, in my opinion. But outside that, the team has just been like that was a crazy dominant performance. We talk about, we only showed up in the second half. I think the first 10 minutes it was all us, and Joker has obviously had a clear chance to score the header, and obviously he ended up missing that. But then Villa basically grew in the game. I don't think Villa took control of the game. I just think they counter-attacked really well. That's the difference. Like, they had a couple of moments where Onana used to run with the ball like by himself, or Morgan Rogers would run with the ball by himself, and you could see why this team has been labeled as a serial like overachiever, because all the stuff they were doing was just individual brilliance. They were relying on individual players doing things for them out of nothing. Fair enough, they had that one chance where Sancho squared the ball and Saliba made that incredible tackle to nick the ball out for a corner. Otherwise, Watkins was going to have an easy tap in. But yeah, like, I think the second half, that's what I'll give Arteta so much praise, because I have criticized him for the last 3-4 games. I said we've come out the second half quite lethargic, not the same. And that's obviously on the manager, because that's how the team talk goes. And he's the one who's supposed to change tactics or adjust or adapt second half based on his team talk. And he did that incredibly well that second game. This last game against Villa. All the goals for me were fantastic, including the goal Gabriel scored. I don't understand how anyone could see the replay and say, oh yeah, that was a foul on Martinez. It was not a foul. Martinez, first of all, Martinez was pulling his jersey, trying to pull Gabriel and stop him from jumping. And then Gabriel makes a normal jump and attempt for the ball. They say, oh, he elbowed his face. He actually didn't elbow his face. I don't think he actually touched his face in the end. But I think it was well played, a very, very good corner. I was watching the game yesterday, Sunderland and Man City, and I think there was another game I was watching, and I'll tell you guys this, I realized, obviously, I think we always knew this, and we kind of gave praise to Saka and Declan Rice for it. But when I saw some of the corners that were taken by these other teams, I realized we need to get more credit for our corners, because the set piece delivery by Saka and Rice are they're incredible. They're exactly where you want them to be for our players to attack them. And we'll think, I think because we watch Arsenal obviously more than any other team, we're like, oh, you know what? It's more on Gabriel. It's more on Saliba or Timber. Honestly, it isn't, man. Like, Gabriel obviously does a lot, 100%. But the other set pieces we score, I think, because our delivery is phenomenal and better than any other team, compared to the right and left corners, obviously. But yeah, look, amazing performance. I'm not going to talk on Gyökeres because I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about him later. But for Jesus to come off the bench and score the goal he scored, especially for a striker who's quite void of confidence in front of goal, to take that kind of shot, that kind of placement shot from outside, it was incredible. Trossard was phenomenal. I can't believe we were so close to selling him. And I'm so glad we were all wrong about it, because everyone here wanted him gone. Let's not do any sort of revisionism, myself included, obviously.
Who?
All of us, including yourself. Don't give me that crap.
Oh, no.
But TK backed him the most. But TK backed him the most.
He backed him the most. By the way, I always said Trossard is a baller. I just thought that we should get Rodrigo this summer.
No, you are the guy that cussed him the most, you fraud.
Yeah, you did. But listen,
me criticizing him does not mean I don't think he's a baller. I've actually there was an argument between Trossard and Doku early in the season. I was saying, how could we compare Doku with Trossard? Trossard is a much better player. What do you want about? I criticize Arteta. Trossard is much better than Doku in everything except dribbling, and even dribbling, Trossard is not bad. I criticize Arteta all the time, but I always say he's a good coach, though. There's a difference between criticizing someone and not rating them. Rating them means I think he's shit.
Yeah, but on Ash's point,
but I agree
with him that Trossard's been unbelievable, and I was wrong, hands up, because I thought he was crap. Genuinely, I didn't even think that he should have a place at Arsenal. I thought we needed to sell him. I couldn't believe that when Arteta was renewing his contract. I remember during the transfer window, I was saying, why? Why would you do that?
We gave him a 50k increase as well per week.
Yeah,
so we didn't
I wanted him.
No, we didn't extend. We didn't extend. We just.
But obviously, crap is insane. What do you mean you thought?
No. But I just didn't rate him.
I never thought he was crap. Yeah.
No.
He just said he thought it was crap.
Yeah, I just didn't rate him at all. I wanted him gone.
How?
Like
Yeah,
genuinely, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie and say that.
argument
It's
was
easy for me to
especially-
say that I rated him, but I didn't rate him. You know what I mean?
How
Because
could you not
No,
after
listen, Sad. The argument
I'll
was
tell you why. Because
especially
I thought he was a
people
good.
said when Trossard starts, he's shit. That was the whole argument. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I thought he was a good. And I thought he was a good finisher. I've always respected his finishing, but I just thought his overall wing play. I just thought he used to get quite stuck on the left a lot last season. If he wasn't scoring a goal, he was useless. I wouldn't see him running at players. I wouldn't see him dribbling. But ultimately, I was wrong, and he proved me wrong. And he's a quality left winger. I think he's been amazing this season. And look, fair play for Arteta for seeing stuff that, as T said, a lot of the fans didn't believe in him. A lot of them didn't. Like, it was a majority opinion that if we could sell him, we would sell him. And if we could sell him, we should sell him. That was the majority opinion. But obviously, he stayed. Everyone accepted it. We didn't sign a left winger. We signed Madueke, who obviously through the situation. And look, he's maybe, and I think Sami said this as well to me in private, and it's probably a good point. Maybe the pressure of him potentially being replaced, because now there's Martinelli and Madueke, maybe like kicked him and gave him that bit of energy that he needed to actually go and do well. So yeah, so who knows, man? Honestly,
you know what I think happened, Souls, and this is other fans can attest to this. Trossard at one point looked like he was done. He was uninterested. He was you know what I'm saying, when he scored, he didn't celebrate really. Apparently he didn't kick it with Arteta at that moment in time, because he was like, nah, because you are benching me when I'm having good performances. You know what I'm saying? And then I think when this summer happened, they said, you know what, we want you to stay. We're going to give you a raise. You know what I'm saying? They gave him that trust. So he felt trusted again. And now he is finally performing again. Because I feel like he didn't want to be here last year. You know what I'm saying? I think this year changed because I think they had a conversation.
But I think that was lack of minutes, wasn't it?
But not only lack of minutes, but Trossard is one of those players that gets numbers and then gets benched when Martinelli is fit again. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that can frustrate a player as well, because at one point, Trossard was getting way more numbers and way better numbers than Martinelli, and was still getting dropped for him because Martinelli is originally the starting left winger at this team from Arteta. You know what I'm saying? So there comes a point where a player gets sick of it and then he wants to leave, because Trossard can feel that he's been done dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because he at one point got a man of the match. I even believe that he got a player of the month. You know what I'm saying?
In March,
and then got benched because Martinelli was fit again. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them situations.
No, it was because Jesus was fit again.
Because
you're talking about last season? You're talking about last season or last season? I don't know.
But also season
but
before.
I'll tell you guys honestly.
Before, though.
Yeah,
It's not
100%.
only
But I'll
last
tell you
season.
guys. Look, there were games. Let's be honest, guys. There were games when he was starting and he was garbage, and we were like saying, "What the hell is going on? He needs to be sitting on the bench." Which is why we were crying for a left winger this summer, because we said our two left wingers are both very average. But the reality is, or they were performing average, let me say. But I think, honestly, guys, the reason why both him and Martinelli have stepped up this season, Martinelli in the Champions League, obviously, Trossard in the league, I think it's two things. It's competition, because they've seen Eze come and they know Eze is going to make that spot his when everyone is fit and available, if Eze gets a run of games there. And two, because it's a World Cup here. And neither one, not Trossard nor Martinelli, are guaranteed starters for Belgium and Brazil, nor are they even guaranteed to be in the squad, right? I think Trossard will make it, to be fair, but Martinelli is not guaranteed. And Trossard probably wants to start. He doesn't just want to make it. So that, like, when you combine these two factors of the competition plus the World Cup here, it's natural that they would both like really step up and try to ensure they're performing, which is why you see Martinelli trying things he wasn't trying before, like the step over and the dribbles and all that kind of stuff, because he's trying to impress. He knows like he's not going to get into Brazil if it's not for that. And Trossard, honestly, I think same thing. Trossard in the beginning was actually on the bench, and he used to come off the bench 2-3 games in a row, score or assist, and that's what Arteta said, damn, he's performing, let me start him. I think Trossard was just like really trying to make sure that, okay, I got the opportunity now. I will easily lose it because there's two players breathing down my neck. So let me make sure I perform. And he's been doing that really well, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
Can I say?
Yeah. It just shows how good of a footballer he is, man, when he turns up.
He's an elite footballer, honestly.
Yeah.
He's an elite footballer.
big up to Trossard, and I think maybe we can keep him another year. Maybe, I don't know, as like a backup. But
You have to. He has the highest GA man in the squad.
Point,
Bro, he
point,
is on paper and objectively been our best attacker this season.
He has been our best attacker.
Even by numbers.
He's been our best attacker, but it's still, in the grand scheme of things, in a poor performing attack. I know that he's moving mad at the moment, but it's regarding if he can keep that consistency. I do still think for the moving forward, I don't think Trossard or Martinelli are the go-to, or even the right.
No, sad, and the Prem alone. In the Prem alone, he has 5 goals, which is equivalent to your chorus, and 4 assists on top of it.
Yeah, but Saad, by the way, this is not us saying he needs to stay for the coming years. That's not what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? We're just saying that we are happy that we kept him at the end because he's actually going out and performing for us and being our best attacking player. That's the whole point of this conversation.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Not if we want him to stay, because the reason why Ashraf says, "Oh, I turned against Trossard," is because I got the option if I wanted Rodrigo or not. Everybody on this planet Earth would say yes to that. You know what I'm saying? Even the biggest Trossard fans like myself. But at the end, the Rodrigo thing didn't happen. Eze is not playing left wing. He's not playing at all for some reason. Arteta is just not even considering him at this moment in time. But Trossard made that position his own, and we're just bigging him up for that, and big up the board that they gave him this trust finally, so he can finally have this sense of trust, so he can go out and perform instead of not celebrating and doing all of those stuff. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, for me, firstly, I thoroughly enjoyed the game against Aston Villa. I think we bopped them off the park in that second half. The first half was a bit shaky. The first half was a bit mad. But going into that second half, these players just put on a display, pure domination, pure and utter domination. And I'll be completely real. I think a lot of teams are going to look at the performances that we had against, or the performance that we had. I don't know what Ash just put up. Should I leave that?
Okay, let me just show this and you can continue. So that people don't think I didn't rate Trossard. This is when we gave him the contract. Look at the date. August 20. I said I'm actually glad we renewed him because he's without a question our best left winger. I would rather see him play more games than those bums Madueke and Martinelli. Fair enough. Martinelli didn't turn out to be a bum this season. I'll give him that, but I still think
Madueke is also not a bum.
You're so disrespectful to Madueke, bro. He's actually not been that bad. He's not been that bad.
I don't. For me, 2 games don't change my mind, or 3 games. I have to see it over the season.
I'm not his biggest fan. You know me. But
I have evidence for Trossard, so you guys know.
But I do believe that Madueke is performing better than I thought he would. You know what I'm saying? And he scored the best goal of the season for our club. Bro,
Can you name me how many games he's played well in so far? So Forest, the 1/2 against City, and then he got injured, fair. And then the game that he scored in. That's it.
Club Brugge.
Done. Yeah, that's the game he scored in. Club
but also the other games where he just...
2.5.
Sometimes when he comes into the game, he carries the ball very well and plays some nice 1-2s with Ødegaard, for example, or with Eze, for example. You know what I'm saying? He does look decent. He doesn't look...
That's the Madueke that was doing it. Yeah, that's the same Madueke from last season.
He doesn't look terrible.
We said it's garbage.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
I think he does look terrible because I think the other games outside those 2.5 games, when he started or he was playing, I actually think he didn't add anything to our attack.
You're just being so.
I mean, I gave you 2.5 games. You guys couldn't name any more games. That tells you you're speaking
no, I think it's not true. It's not true.
We are not gonna remember. We're not gonna remember every specific moment.
I recall Liverpool game, for example. He was the best player of Arsenal.
That's the biggest myth. He was garbage against Liverpool too. Just because our other attackers were bad doesn't mean he by default because he was the least shit.
Again, was Ash, hear the statement, Ash. He was the best Arsenal player against Liverpool.
That doesn't. But that was not my argument. My argument is he was.
But we were shit. We were shit. as
So
a
don't
team.
praise him for the Liverpool. Don't praise him for the Liverpool game then. How
What
does that
do you
make?
mean?
How does it make sense for you to praise him in a game when he was shit? That
When
makes
you
no
elevate
sense.
and you're the best player in your squad, I have to call it out as well,
No,
right?
if you're the best,
Yes.
if everyone is garbage and
but
you're the
Ashraf,
least garbage, it doesn't mean you were good.
But Ashraf, you are misconstruing two things, yeah? You are misconstruing the fact that you think that we call him amazing, and we say he has been decent. He has not been as bad as
I'm
thought
saying he's
he
not
was.
even been decent in my opinion. Like I think he's been average.
I mean,
Is decent average for you? Okay, if that's what you mean, fair enough. I agree with you then. Yeah, I think he's been average.
It
Not
for
even
me,
average. I mean,
no,
50
for me,
mil.
what I saw at Chelsea, absolute garbage, and I thought he wasn't going to do anything at all, especially for the first few months. But he has been decent. It's not like he's been
But
absolute dog shit garbage or anything. That's
T,
not
we
the
know.
case.
I don't know if there's any Chelsea fan in the comments. I haven't seen one, but you speak to any Chelsea fan who watched him week in, week out. That is the same Madueke they were getting last season, who has brilliance of moments of, oh, I dribbled here. Remember when he scored the equalizing goal against Forest? It was a solo goal. When he scored the hat trick against Wolves, like he has these games. But for 90% of the season, when he was starting, he was crap. Yes, he could dribble, but he does nothing after the dribble, which has been his problem for us this season.
I mean,
Ask Chelsea fans, are you seeing a
that.
different Madueke? They'll all tell you
Guys,
yes.
I
They'll all
agree
tell you
with
no.
that.
I
I
don't
agree
even
with
want to
that.
get into the argument.
Okay. I just
no,
want
but-
to say I would
Correct.
agree with that if Madueke was a week in, week out starter. He's not. You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah,
just a backup.
I would disagree with that completely because I think Madueke hasn't been amazing, but he's been what we thought he'd be, which is a backup winger who, when he steps in and comes in place, can do a job. I think his take-ons has been good. The fact that he can dribble has been quite good for us as well. He's had some output. He scored against Bayern Munich in a UCL game, so he scored some key important goals as well. And I think he's been good. I think Ashraf's speaking from a place of agenda because he called him shit before he joined. So you have to stand by that now.
I don't, but you
So-
want to believe that. So that's
So
your
can
that's your problem.
I finish speaking?
I don't have
Anything that
agendas on players.
Okay, anything that Madueke does now, Ashraf has to pinpoint it because he doesn't want to seem like he
Again,
was
that's
wrong.
garbage
Madueke-
because I said he was man of the match for me
Yeah,
against
that's
Forest,
fine.
and he had
Well,
zero
well,
goals and zero
yeah,
assists
and-
that game.
and that's
He had
let's-
zero
let's
GA that
start-
game, and I
so
said he
he-
was man of the
so he-
match.
so he-
Guys, let
Perfect.
Saad
So
finish
he's had
his
a-
thoughts about the
so
game.
Yeah, bro,
he's had a
wallahi,
man-
I
Sorry,
don't know what
sorry,
we're doing.
Let Saad finish his thoughts about the game
Actually,
because I haven't given my thoughts yet either. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Go
I
ahead,
actually
go
want to talk about the game and my thoughts on the whole situation. Firstly, like I said, I was ecstatic with the game against Aston Villa. I thought we played brilliantly, played them off the park in that second half. Aston Villa can hold that. Unai Emery can hold that for all of the bums that decided to say that Aston
He got
Villa,
rattled.
Unai Emery,
What a
all the
salty
bums-
pussy, bro.
all the
Salty
bums-
ass pussy, bro.
all the bums that said, "Oh, look at Unai Emery. We should have kept him. He's better than Arteta." Da di da di da di da. Look at that, mate. Came and bopped him off the park, bro. And then the guy didn't even have he wasn't even man enough to stand there and shake the hand of the manager that just beat him. But when Arteta got beaten, what did Arteta do? He went straight over to him and said, "Here, shake your hand. You a very good game. You beat us, last minute goal, but still, I'm the bigger man. I shake your hand." But this guy goes straight down the tunnel telling me he couldn't wait. Anyway, we're gonna get also fuck John McGinn, yeah, that pussy-o. I'm happy that he was there to witness that, and I'm happy that he was there for that second half. Yeah, he is the reason that they went
Why are
downhill.
you sending for John McGinn?
He's because fuck John McGinn. I fucking hate that. prick.
Yeah, I hate that player as well. Yeah.
So listen, for me, I look at the situation right now, the Eze situation that has been coming up, which I think we need to have a discussion for. But obviously we'll do that after T discusses it. After T tells us what his thoughts on the game were. But I think the whole situation with Martin Odegaard, yeah, is just. I'm gonna say I think he's back now. Because he's more confident, he's going into, he's shooting more, he's finding better passes, he looks better than he was before. People have gotten onto him, and I think now the way he's performing, people are going to have to start giving him his flowers sooner rather than later. Because I remember that I was having to fight for my life for Martin Odegaard because certain man was dragging him through the mud. People were talking to this guy like he was a like he didn't deserve to put on boots and put on the shirt, bro. That's
But
the
he didn't
reality.
perform well, Sad, for the past season or so.
No. But
Yeah,
but
TK,
this season,
TK,
but
TK,
this
TK.
season,
Just say it.
but this season, no, it's not even TK because I've seen people say worse than what TK was saying.
But should I erase years of shit for 2 games?
It wasn't
You want me
years.
to do
It was
this
one
now?
season. It was one
One
season.
year. 1 year.
Years.
Why did you say
Okay.
years?
Plural.
That's
What
an
do they have
agenda.
Yeah.
What did I have here?
Yeah.
More than 1 year.
It says
What do they have
years.
here?
Plural.
No, I think
years,
T- no, but I think he's been bad for 18. No, but he's been
Okay,
bad for 18
okay.
months, I would say.
Plural or not, I don't care.
Not
It's been
18,
shit.
not 18.
And I'm not gonna
18
erase.
months?
I think it's
I'm not gonna erase
because
all of those shit
no,
performances
because
for
even in
2
the
games.
season
I'm
before
not
that,
gonna do
at the end of it, he was not really that good. Sorry.
Eze,
Of course he was. 23,
Eze
24.
has, listen, Eze performed better
At the
than
end-
Odegaard
at the
this
end, Ash.
season. He still has better numbers than him, bro. You know what I'm saying? So what are we
No,
doing
he
here?
do- no, he doesn't.
Yeah,
He
no,
doesn't.
because Eze played more games,
It doesn't matter.
right?
And he's
Huh?
talking about
What?
a hat
It
trick
doesn't
against
matter.
Tottenham as well. Agenda,
doesn't matter.
agenda.
That's
Odegaard,
T. That's an
listen,
agenda.
listen,
Come on, bro.
listen.
Odegaard's had
That's an
better
agenda, bro.
overall
I'm not
performance.
gonna do the whole. Okay, listen. Big up to Odegaard for performing, but I'm not gonna do the whole revisionist of stuff. I'm not gonna get giddy for after a few games. Let him do this until May, and I'll give him his flowers. Okay. If he lifts that Premier League trophy as our captain, I will never banter him. I will never cuss him ever again. There you go. Is that what you want?
But then why can't I say the same thing about
Why would you
Madueke
say
then?
Tell us about Aston Villa and how we
You can.
Because Madueke just joined Ashraf. Odegaard has been here for years. Okay. He's
Yes,
been
but the
captain,
difference between
and even
Madueke and
you-
Odegaard.
No, listen. Even you agree that Rice should be the captain over him. Even you agree with that.
Stop that nonsense! I am the one who comes every channel and says that is the biggest load of waffle. I argued with you guys saying,
No,
now
no.
it's Rice, now it's Gabriel,
No, but
because now it's
Ashraf,
Rice,
Ashraf,
now it's
Ashraf,
Gabriel.
Ashraf,
I've always said
No,
Odegaard
but
should be our
respectfully.
captain.
No, but
I've
Ashraf,
never said he should be
respectfully, what
changed.
TK.
I've
no,
hated that
but
argument
what TK
always.
No, but Ashraf, what TK is saying respectfully, he's right. Over the summer, I remember TK saying, and you also saying, that you want him stripped of his captaincy.
Why are you guys lying? Say wallahi, you remember me saying that.
Don't say wallahi.
Say wallahi, you remember me saying that.
Don't say wallahi.
I've always hated that
remember-
argument. I've always hated
I
that
mean, in the
argument
summer.
of him being stripped off. I've always been defending the fact that he should be our captain. What are you on about? Stop lying.
Hasn't said that, so don't say wallahi, please.
No, but okay, listen.
I've
Ashraf,
argued with people who said Rice
Ashraf.
and Gabriel should be captain over him.
Ashraf, but listen to this.
Gaslighting.
Yeah? Imagine we don't have a captain at all. Yeah, there has never been a captain in this specific team. You had to pick between Gabriel, Rice, or Odegaard. You would not pick Odegaard if Odegaard was not picked to be captain by Arteta. You would not do that, bro. You would
Because
pick
I wouldn't
Rice.
know. Because
Arteta
wait. I'll answer that question. That's a very good question. Yes, I would have picked Rice because I wouldn't have known about Odegaard's captaincy material. I hadn't seen it. Whereas with Rice, I might have seen it with West Ham and some of his characteristics. But now that I've seen Odegaard as captain and I know how he is as a captain, I actually want him to stay
And do you
because
think
we
he's a-
all,
and do you
as
think he's a
humans,
better
have
captain than
bias.
Rice? Is he a
I
better
think he'd be a
captain
better
than Rice?
captain than Rice. Yes, because I haven't seen enough evidence.
That's
Oh
crazy.
no!
Because I haven't
yeah.
seen enough evidence to say Rice is a better captain.
Mental.
This is the problem that we do. I am old enough to remember when people were saying someone like Flamini could be our captain because he used to yell on the pitch and he used to do all that kind of crap, right? And Flamini was no
No.
captain material.
Now
Captain
he's a
doesn't
pro-
mean the one who talks the most.
Flamini is.
I know he's a billionaire now. I know he's a
Now
billionaire
he's-
now.
He's a billionaire, so
Now
apparently he
he's a
knows what he's
billionaire
doing.
playboy.
He knows what he's
That
doing.
doesn't
He knows
mean-
what-
That doesn't mean he's a good.
Why
No, so he's a good.
playboy?
He's a
No,
good
now he's a
captain in
billionaire
life.
Why
playboy,
for
bro.
Yeah, now he's
Why
a good
for that?
captain in life, but I don't think he's a good footballing captain.
Yeah,
How do you
same
go-
thing.
how
No,
do you
but
By the way,
listen,
and he
listen.
actually does something. If you guys know, he does something
Okay,
very unique.
listen.
It's not like.
I'll just,
Anyways,
I'll
go
just
on.
say this, yeah. For the people that say that I have an Odegaard agenda, I do not have agendas. I have patience until I have enough. When I have enough, you need to change my mind. You know what I'm saying? With your performances. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
And
me with Madueke.
And yeah, of course, but Madueke just joined the club. This is just his first few months. Odegaard
But I've
has been
seen him
here-
with Chelsea. There's nothing.
Yeah, but
Okay, fine. I don't want to
Odegaard-
bring up Madueke.
Odegaard came here years ago. He has shown us performances that was here. Yeah. But his performances after 2 seasons went down. You know what I'm saying? He had 2 amazing seasons. Yeah, the 2022, 2023, and the year after he was
24,
amazing.
23, 24. Yeah.
Yeah. After that, his performances dipped. And for me, I was like,
Yeah,
maybe like Zinchenko and Jesus, at one point, a team can outgrow players as well. You get better, you get a better system, you get a better players around you. At some point, maybe you need to be replaced, or you just need to be benched and be a backup player. You know what I'm saying? That can happen to any player at some point in your career.
Can I challenge you on
Odegaard-
that, T? Why aren't you looking at it the other way? Why aren't you looking at it as he was amazing for 2 years and he just had one off year? Why are you using the off year as the basis to build
Because-
your argument on?
Because he came back.
That's what I was
and
gonna
still-
say. That's what I was gonna
Okay, and because for me, he still, outside of these last few games that he played well in, and I admit that he played well, I still haven't seen the Odegaard of a few seasons ago. I still believe that he's dropping way too deep. He still has pillow feet outside of the last few games, mind you. You can ignore that, but I'm talking about the beginning of the season until he started playing good. I did believe that he still had pillow feet. I still believe that he was weak and he got easy body off the ball. I believe that he was dropping way too deep and not helping the attack as much as he should. He was not shooting outside the box. All of those things that made him a great player in those 2 amazing seasons, he was not doing still.
And you know what?
And
I
in
agree
these
with
last
TK.
few games, he is doing it because he's finally shooting at goal. He's finally doing the passes to Zubomendi in the last games. You know what I'm saying? He's finally doing those things that I said he needed to do. So that's why at this moment in time, I won't criticize him, but I need consistency. That's my thing.
No. I agree. Look. I agree
There you
with TK that last season Odegaard wasn't good. I agree. All the things TK just said right now, he was showing last season. He was abysmal, right? In the big games, in the small games. Yes, he had a 3-month injury, but again, I'm not using excuses. We don't know how fit he was when he came back. Overall, he was bad for the season. My only issue was, which is the bit I agree with Ashraf on, is you can say a player has been bad and not say he needs to be stripped of his captaincy. That's a different discussion, because being stripped of a captaincy is something that should only happen when you've shown week in, week out that you can't motivate a team, you can't lead a team, you can't push a team. And I think even in Odegaard's bad games, he's still shown leadership qualities, right? Yeah, I agree with TK's point. If there was no captaincy, I would pick Rice and Gabriel probably over him. But I mean, I wouldn't say last season told me he should be stripped of his captaincy. That's the only point.
I mean,
Do you know what I mean?
it's because you guys have a different metric for what you rate in a captain than me. I like the old school leaders like Rice. You know what I'm saying? You guys like the leaders by example, like Odegaard, and I understand completely. But that's where we differ. We just have different tastes when it comes to captain. Pause.
Yeah, I mean,
listen,
I agree, but
I'll
It's
I
just
think
that
Odegaard
simple.
does that as well. I think Odegaard also leads that way.
Bro,
the way
you know
I
what
see,
it is?
but-
I grew up with Vieira as my captain. I want Rice as my captain because I have the feeling that he has the same energy like a Vieira, being a classic old school captain. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me.
Yeah, that's
You know?
fair.
No,
that's
I
fair.
hear that point.
That's
I
fair.
hear that point. I do hear that point. But listen, big up Odegaard though, because
But he
I
is
think-
without
I
a
think
question our best playmaker. I think he's better
yeah,
than Eze
he
in
is.
that.
And
field.
when everyone's fit, and I think Odegaard, he is one of our best players in our team. Him and Saka, for years, I've been saying are our 2 best players. Now, obviously, Gabriel, there's a lot of world class players in our team, but
Rice.
still, in my
yeah.
opinion, when everyone's on form, I think I just think Odegaard's one of our best players. But I agree with T. He needs to show it for a lot longer. And look, I don't know what you guys think about this, but do you think Odegaard's playing consistently now because Odegaard's been good, or do you think Eze is also dropped off, which has given Odegaard more room to be able
No.
to play
You know
and
why I think it
showcase
is?
what Madueke can't?
You know why? I think it's because of Zubomendi.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Because I do believe that normally when we had Partey and Rice, because Partey wasn't really a playmaker like that. You know what I'm saying? Now you have Zubomendi who can not only drive forward but also play make from the back. Now Odegaard has someone next to Rice that can do basically the same thing, spray passes left, right, forward. You know what I'm saying? Odegaard can stay there a little bit more and help the attack more instead of dropping deep. Yes, he still drops deep from time to time, which I criticize. But now that we have Zubomendi, he does that way less now because Zubomendi is now the playmaker that we have in the pivot.
No, but that doesn't answer Sol's question. Why is he starting more than Eze, for example? It's
Oh.
because Eze has been shit.
He's been inconsistent. He's not been shit. He's been inconsistent.
as a 10, in my opinion, he's not done enough. Like
the thing,
the one
thing
thing.
with Eze is he's not a guy that likes to get involved a lot. Sometimes he's just
What do you
part of
mean?
the team. Sometimes he's just part of the team instead of being one of the main guys, which he should be. He needs to get involved way more, ask for the ball way more, spray some passes way more than he does. Sometimes he's
And
just
he's not
jogging.
he's not a good creator. He's not a good creator at all.
I mean, long balls, yes. Short
He's not.
passes,
He's
I don't
not.
know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he's not. He's
Long-
not a
he-
good creator, and also, yeah, I think when he, I agree with T. When he gave the long passes to Martinelli for the goal he scored, twice against City and against, I can't remember the second one, but look, he can pass the ball.
Bayern.
He's got decent vision, and he has played well in big games, like against City, against Bayern. But I just think I just think Odegaard is a different level when you're talking about creativity, when you're talking about controlling of the game, dropping deep, stabilizing the midfield. I just think Eze can't do what Odegaard does.
Mhm. Yeah, but but nobody
I
is
don't know
saying
why
that Eze.
Saad is laughing.
Because
But
I could
nobody
just
is
smash loading
nobody
up.
is saying though that Eze is a better creator than Odegaard. They both have different qualities that they bring to the team. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
Guys, let me just
I agree, but I think
no,
what
hold
we
on,
need
hold on,
from
no,
that
no,
role
hold on,
is
hold on,
creation.
Hold on, but T, would you admit that Odegaard's better than Eze?
No.
I can't believe that.
Guys, listen. I just want to say this before Ash comes in because Ash has got some damning evidence in the back. Pause. Why for that? But
Why for that? Oh my god.
what I'm gonna say, yeah. This is not including T because I don't think T did this, but a lot of people on social media, in the Twitter sphere and the Arsenal, do you know what I mean? The Arsenal society, the Arsenal
Universe.
area, the Arsenal universe. Yeah, a lot of people, when Odegaard came to this club and was doing bits, he was performing well. I feel like people did not like him and did not like how he was playing, but because it was very weird and odd to say that they didn't like him or what he does, they didn't say it. You had certain people who came in with the gimmicks, the hair flick gimmick, we all know all of that stuff. It was the snot and the hair flick and all that stuff. Yeah, we all know that people came with these gimmicks. Yeah, but it was not like popular, or it wasn't well, it wasn't popular to say like, oh, I don't like Gyökeres, I don't like Odegaard, this and that. This for me, I think those people, as soon as they had a moment to drag Odegaard's name through the mud, they took it with open arms, with both hands. They grabbed it and they said, I'm taking this opportunity right now. Because Odegaard gave about 2 years. He gave us decent performances, had brilliant seasons. Yeah, that first season, obviously, where he had the goal scoring, the 15 goals, this and that. And in that second season, he was consistent. And he gave us amazing seasons in that second half of the season. Yeah, which was brilliant. Yeah. But then, as soon as he has one bad season, all of a sudden, people start turning sideways and say, "What? This guy's shit. Get him out of my club. I need another 10. Go get us another 10. We need to sell Odegaard, strip him of the captaincy. This and that." I feel like people sat there and they listen. Maybe they got I don't know. Maybe they got told. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Maybe someone, said stuff in front of them. Do you know what I mean? And they just follow people. These people just.
I don't think it's that sad. If I may,
I think people got influenced and they follow the wave.
No, it's not that. But when you're a captain, Sad, when you're a captain.
No.
You get criticized heavily. Listen. No, you're Habibi. Listen, when you're a team leader, right, and your team fails for whatever reason, the blame mostly goes to the captain or the leader, right? And that's how it is. I mean, he is the captain of Arsenal Football Club, and I think that's why he's getting the stick. A lot of it. Sometimes he doesn't deserve that kind of harsh, I would say, criticism. But at the end of the day, you're the captain, and you need to take the heat. And to be honest,
can I tell you,
when you say a season, bro, it's not 1 or 2 weeks. It's a season, bro.
Sami,
yeah.
thing though, you'd expect, like for me, because I know Ash is roaring to go. Yeah, so let me just quickly get this
No,
out.
take your time. It's all good.
For me, the way I look at things is if a player shows me a high level, and if he does it for one season like Cole Palmer, but doesn't do it again, then I've got question marks, because I'm like, oh, are you a one season wonder? But if he does it 2 seasons, one season, and then the next season again, he shows that top level, and then he has a season where he's dropped down a little bit, had an injury within that season, we can say it's excuse, we can say this, we can say whatever, yeah. But he's had a thing. Normally, a normal person would back the player and would say, you know what, he needs to get better. Obviously, right now he's playing shit, but we've seen that level. And we've seen that level consecutively from over 2 seasons. So it's not like it's a flash in the pan. It's not like it's a purple patch, like Ash said for Havertz.
But that's why you criticize him, Sad, because he did very well, and you hold him to that bar.
No, Sami, there's criticism, and then they're saying the guy is shit. Strip him of captaincy, get him out.
Yeah,
of
so this is this is where I'll back Sad. So I was actually disagreeing with Sad until he said that last point, because I think Odegaard deserved criticism last season. I think anyone who's just, because the way Sad was speaking in the beginning, it sounded like he was trying to say, even when he's playing bad, it's okay. No, it was not okay. It was bad. He deserved to be on the bench. I don't agree with the captaincy thing, but I think he definitely deserved to be benched. I think he deserved all the criticism he was getting. He was garbage last season, and people are trying to find excuses and say, oh, he's bad because this guy is not doing this, or this guy is not doing that, or Arteta is not supporting him, or not setting up the playing field for him, or he had a kid, and that's all stupid. These are all stupid excuses.
He gave birth himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. These are exactly the same excuses that people are giving Gyökeres this season. Oh, the reason he's bad is because the system. It's not his fault. He's shit. He was shit. Odegaard was shit. That's what it is. But
no, but that's where you're wrong. Though. The system is a part in why Gyökeres is underperforming.
No. We're coming to that. Leave that. Wait, we're gonna discuss Gyökeres later. Right? Okay, leave that. Leave Gyökeres. We'll come to that.
This guy thought he could sneak that in without me clocking that, bro. You know.
We are coming to Gyökeres. We're coming.
This guy thinks we have Luis Enrique as a manager, a flawless manager who never does something wrong. We'll come to Gyökeres. Habibi, TT will come to Gyökeres. Okay. With Odegaard, I think he was shit because he was shit and he deserved criticism. Where I agree with Saad is when people go overboard and now use the 1 year to paint their opinion about the player from the last 3 years, right? When the majority of the last 3 years actually is him performing at a world-class level. After the end of the 23-24 season, people were calling him world-class. There were debates and conversations where people are saying he's one of the best midfielders in his position in the world, right? So yes, he had one bad season. I agree. So we should contain the criticism to that one season. When people go overboard and say he's shit, he's not a good player, oh, we should never have signed him, that's when people go crazy, because now you're using that 1 year to make your argument for the entire player's career, right? If he had another season, yeah, exactly. But that's what 30-40% of the Arsenal fans were saying last year. If he had another season like this year, like last year, this year, I would have then said, oh, I think this is the new Odegaard. I think he's now become a shit player. But he's shown this season from the beginning that he's not been that. And I actually disagree with you. I don't think it's just been the last 2-3 games. He was amazing against Newcastle when he came off the bench. He's the reason we won that game.
Even before the injury.
He was actually, exactly before the injury, he was playing well against...
Gabriel.
No. But Odegaard is the one who gave the through ball to Skelly. Odegaard is the one who gave the assist. He was amazing against Forest. Well, not amazing. He was good against Forest before he got injured. I actually think he was our best player against United, but obviously we didn't play well that game. What do you call it? The Villa game, because T's saying that a pillow feed, which I agree with. He did have pillow feed before. But against Villa, he took shots. And Emiliano Martinez made the saves. He made 2 very good shots from outside the box. And Martinez saved one of them. The other one was straight, but it was still a good shot. So look, I'm glad to see that he's back. I think to win the league, we need someone of his quality to play at that level. And this is where I'm going to show the stats, if T or Saad can allow me to share. Look, in the things that we know Eze is better at, it's clear. He's a better dribbler, obviously.
Who's who?
Sorry. Odegaard is on the left. Eze is on the right.
Okay.
Eze is obviously the better dribbler. He's better when it comes to shooting. Where is the shot? He's better at
Yeah,
shooting.
so,
Obviously, he
yeah.
scored more goals. But again, the goals, guys, let's be honest, 3 of them came in one game out of the 4 Premier League goals he scored.
Hey, 3 amazing goals though.
Amazing goals, amazing, but it's one man. It's one match. Odegaard, in the things we need in that role, in my opinion, which is the playmaking, is miles clear of Eze. It's not even close. Look at the chances created. 3.1 to 0.5.
Yeah.
That is a mental disparity.
But that's why I said it's like you have 2 different players. You can play them both at once. It's just which flavor do you want today? That's the whole point about these 2 specific players. For example,
2 different profiles,
if you play against a West Ham, for example, that's going to sit back the whole game, then you can play both. Then you have Ødegaard creating, Eze shooting, for example. You know
Which we did, T.
Nobody is saying that Eze is a better creator than Ødegaard. But Eze is also decent at passing. He's not shit at passing though.
Yeah, T, but we are missing.
He's not shit, but he's not good.
Hold on, Ashraf.
I mean, unless I'm not understanding the point, I do believe that these are 2 different profiles. You can play them both at once. If you need shooting, you play Eze. If you need creating, you play Ødegaard.
But T, in 80% of the games this season.
Hold on, Ash, hold on. Because I think what T is trying to do here, I get what he's trying to say. He's trying to say that they're both on the same level where they both specialize in different areas, and based on who you play, you can play one of them. No, that's not how it works, because even though Eze is a different player to Ødegaard, in the 10 position, for what you want from a 10, Ødegaard's stats are more important, are better, and is what you need for that position.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in 80% of the matches we play.
But then I say to you, we don't play with a 10. We play with 2 8s.
Then Ødegaard's a better.
Yeah, but guys, let's not get lost in the 8 and 10. He plays as a playmaker. That's his role. The only thing is he's playmaking from the right side because he wants to use his stronger foot, the left foot. But the reality is both of them, when they play for Arsenal, they play as the playmakers, and Rice and Zubimendi behind them play as the double pivot or the box-to-box and the DM. As a playmaker for Arsenal, what Ødegaard gives for us against 80% of the Premier League teams, in my opinion, is more valuable than what Eze can give us. What Eze does, I think it's good for direct matches, like where the game is super open, attack for attack. We need someone who can shoot. We need someone who can convert the chances. I agree with that. But let's be honest, guys, how many teams do we play against that set up that way against Arsenal? The Spurs game, I think he showed up against Spurs. I think there were a couple of things. One is... Sorry?
I think the UCL mostly.
Yeah, maybe the Champions League is but even Champions League, man, like outside the big games, like your Bayern and stuff, even Atletico Madrid, when we played them, like there was a lot of times there when they were like sitting up, in a low
because you're facing. I understand you're facing Olympiacos, Club Brugge, and they're within their respective leagues. They are the top team, right? In Belgium and wherever they are.
But when they play against us, they don't turn into big teams. No, they play. Like, okay, they play a bit more open, but it's not that open.
That's what I'm saying. It's a bit open, not like the low block in the Premier League,
But he has but that logic, he hasn't performed in those games either. He hasn't performed against Olympiacos and Slavia. I don't know if he started against Slavia and against Club Brugge. He didn't have those performances in those games.
Mm-hmm.
He did start against Club. No, he didn't start against Club Brugge because I think Ødegaard and Madueke started, if I'm not wrong, and Martinelli. But these other games he started Bilbao. He started against Bilbao and he was poor against Bilbao. So he's had his opportunities in those games that you're saying that would suit him more, and it didn't work. I still think he's our best left winger when everyone is fit and available. I genuinely believe that.
The only thing the only thing Eze is missing right now is consistency, because we've seen moments of brilliance in the Arsenal shirt. We've seen some great passes to Martinelli a few times, in fact, not only once, a few times. We've seen some amazing goals from him, not only against Spurs, but also against his former team, Crystal Palace, where he literally saved us and we got 3 points because that game ended in 1-0 at the end. You know what I'm saying? So we have seen moments of brilliance from Eze. I just believe that he's just lacking a little bit of consistency. Like I said, he doesn't like to get involved. He doesn't like to drop a little bit deeper just to ask for the ball and spray some passes. You know what I'm saying? He's not that type of player. He's a different type of player, and I do believe that he needs to get involved more if he wants to shine more in this specific Arsenal team. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I am missing from Eze, because to call him bad or below average. It's just, in my opinion,
He's not bad. He's not below average. Yeah, that's
it's for me that's just disingenuous at the end of the day. And for me, for the people that say, obviously Saad said that he didn't talk about me when it comes to Ødegaard. A lot of people said they wanted to sell him. I was never
mad.
I was never one of those guys that said we need to sell him. I said the worst case scenario that happens to Ødegaard is that he gets benched, but I do not want to sell him personally. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if Ødegaard performs like this, and he performs like the Ødegaard that we know in the first few seasons that we've seen him as the captain when we started title challenging, that's better for me as well, because at the end of the day, I'm also an Arsenal fan, guys. I do not do agendas. I do not do petty stuff. For me, I'm real at the end of the day. That's why this whole Gyökeres conversation as well, I'm going to be completely honest. Of course, he's not been good. I'm not going to sit here and say and sugarcoat and say, oh, Eze has been consistent and Gyökeres has been great this season. That's not the case. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that both players can show more at the end of the day. And they are going to show more, because I do believe that these two are quality players that are going to come good at... It's just a matter of time, really, for me, personally. I do not believe that a striker like him and one of the best players at Crystal Palace who won an FA Cup in the first time in their existence, you know what I'm saying? I do not believe those two are shit players at the end of the day. I do believe they will come good. And just like the players like Isak, just like players like Wirtz, there is a period where just you need to get used to the team, used to the system, and used to everything around you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, and while I'm speaking, I'll just give my 2 cents really quick about the game. Amazing game, especially the second half.
As well after.
Yeah, I will. Okay. Anyway, amazing game, especially the second half. If we play like we played in the second half, we beat everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was at I don't know where I was, but I was speaking to someone and I told them I think I was with Saad. I don't remember. Anyway, I said, now that we are 1-0 ahead, keep attacking them. I do not want to sit back after 1-0 and give them the ball and let them create every chance that they can get. You know what I'm saying? Because we were slicing them open. One through pass, and we were one-on-one with their defenders. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them situations. Their midfield, especially after Onana went off, was non-existent. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was like, we need to keep attacking them and actually kill them off, because this is not a team that you want to sit back after 1-0. And what did we do? We absolutely dismantled them in the second half. Amazing goals, Trossard and Jesus especially. I'm really delighted for Jesus, by the way, because him scoring the goal, amazing goal, by the way, best goal of the day. Even though I do like Trossard's goal, I do believe that Eze's goal took more skill. You know what I'm saying? That shot, the R2, you know what I'm saying? You press the R2, and that's, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them shots. That's the finesse shot. Amazing goal. I'm happy for him. Like Saad said, he has been dealing with a lot, or I think Sol said it. He has been dealing with a lot. It's good to see him back, because at the end of the day, if he can stay fit, if he performs like this, it will only help us win this league at the end of this year, at the end of the season. For me, Jesus is one of the best technical players that we have in this team as well. But for me, the reason why I still want to trust Gyökeres over Havertz and Jesus is because we had already a few years with Jesus and with Havertz. We already know what we get with these players. At the end
I
of the day,
forgot about the poll. Let's see where it is.
at the end of the day, Jesus, for example, also can be very, very inconsistent, especially in front of goal. And I do not want to do this whole revisionism with them as well and give up on Gyökeres straight away. You know what I'm saying? Because if he can get used to the team, used to the system, and we can get used to him as a player as well and the way that he likes to play, I do believe that he is the best striker in this team currently when he finally gets going. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe we need to unlock that if we want to go out and actually win this league. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, if we start dropping Gyökeres and play Jesus, for example, and now we have this frustration again where we are not scoring goals because he is just too busy on the wings and not being in front of goal, then you have a new problem. You know what I'm saying? I do not want to go back to that problem. I want to unlock Gyökeres because I do believe that he will give me more goals at the end of the day. So I'm delighted for Jesus, but I do believe that we need to focus on Gyökeres at this moment in time instead of Jesus.
But about the Gyökeres part, I mean, the second goal I think was from Zubimendi. He's the one who actually, I mean, Gyökeres made the run, pulled Konza with him, and allowed that space in the middle where Odegaard exploited that. You can check it out, Ash, instead of doing those spaces. That's true. Yeah. I'm just saying, you know.
We signed him to pull players away.
I'm
That's
not
why.
saying, I'm not saying that he's doing well, but I'm saying that it was part.
No, but even if what Sami's saying is correct, I agree with Sami, he did do that. That has no bearing or any relevance to what we signed him for, whether he's good or bad.
Because Jesus is to do that. Havertz is to do that.
You know what I mean?
Moreno
So the point
can do
is, I'm not going to go on a massive rant about Gyökeres, and because I think I don't want to get me and TK into a back and forth, but I want to understand something before I give my opinion. So, just so I'm clear, TK, you're saying even if Jesus is playing well, you would still start Gyökeres over him if Gyökeres is playing. No. I'm not telling you what you're saying. I'm asking you a question. Based on the last 2 games, in my opinion, Jesus has been better than Gyökeres, even in the short time he's been on the field. So I'm saying, starting next game against Bournemouth, would you start Jesus based on the last 2 cameos, or would you still stick with Gyökeres knowing he's played bad because Jesus has been there for a long time and he's shown periods of shitness?
By the way, before you answer that, guys, let me just give you the results of the poll, by the way, because that was.
By the way, also do the super chat. By the way,
I need to just show you guys the results. So the results.
Yeah, the comments have shown me that they don't know football, honestly. But go on.
The results. In last place is Havertz.
Obviously.
Okay.
In third place is Marino. In second place,
say the percentages as well.
Okay, so 5% voted for Havertz, 14% voted for Marino, 29% voted for Jesus, and 52% voted for Victor Gyökeres.
52% of the people in the comments don't know ball. Like,
no,
if you think Gyökeres,
5% don't know ball, Ashraf. 5%. Because who the fuck voted for Havertz, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here?
No. Wait.
By the way,
guys. Okay, go on. Yeah, super chat. Yes, very important.
We got to the super chat as well for Cali saying, why are we ignoring the fact that the tactics were a big reason for Ødegaard's fall off last season. Zubi has allowed Ødegaard to stay up higher up the pitch. What is this?
Cali, let's not do this garbage. There were many games this season. The last 2-3 games. Go watch the Wolves game. Go watch the Villa, the game we narrowly won. I can't remember. Maybe Everton, the Palace game. Odegaard was dropping deep just ahead of the centre backs, collecting the ball and starting attacks. Has nothing to do with that. Partey was also playing really well, building from the back. That has nothing to do with it. We were all saying, the good thing about Partey playing in the middle is that he can get the ball to Odegaard in dangerous positions. Odegaard was crap because he was crap. That's just what it is. We don't have to try and overanalyze every single detail about why a player is being playing bad.
And Ashraf, sorry, I want to say one thing. Before we get into a debating match about this Gyökeres topic, I'm
not going to debate you.
We're not.
I'm not going to debate you.
No, TK, we're not here to talk.
I'm not going to debate the guy that gave a guy 6
okay,
years.
That's fine.
And then give up on another guy in a few months. I'm not going to do that.
TK, you're
I ain't doing that.
You're forgetting something. I didn't give up on Gyökeres. I didn't think we should sign him to begin with. So you're already talking shit.
Anyway, let me finish. That's even
worse. Let me land. Because at the end of the day, TK, you're the only fan I know that genuinely has agendas, and you have favoritism towards players, and you have emotional attachments towards players.
No, I don't.
By the way, on this channel, on this channel, I shout with Ashraf. Okay, I'm gonna prove
I have an agenda.
I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove it.
Okay, prove it. Prove I have an agenda.
I shout with Ashraf the most on this channel, right? I do, and I abuse Ashraf the most on this channel, and I slander him the most on this channel. But
I wouldn't have it, bro.
No. But I want to say one thing about Ashraf, and I'll be honest. Ashraf has no
likes or dislikes to any players. If a player's good, he praises them. If a player's bad, he slanders them. The only reason why I say what I say about TK is because when a player is playing bad, when a player is bad, TK will still find excuses to govern and protect the imperfection of the player because of his like towards the player. That is the definition of an agenda. So anyway, I'm gonna land.
About me or yourself?
No. I'm gonna land now. I'm gonna land
because you do that.
That's fine. That's fine. You can ask the rest of the panel if you do that, and then maybe you can say we're all lying. But anyway, I want to say one thing. My list would be, and what I wanted all of us to do was everyone on this panel, before we get into a debating match, everyone say on that poll what your list would be. I'm going to give mine. I'm not going to debate it. And I want everyone to give their list and then we can debate it afterwards. Just to have a clear understanding. I would say at the moment it should be Jesus first. Then, in my opinion, it should be
Jesus. He's Portuguese. I mean, he speaks Portuguese, guys.
No worries, Jesus. My apologies. It should be okay. It should be Jesus first. Then it should be Havertz. Then it should be Moreno. Then it should be Gyökeres.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with that. I actually agree with that.
I agree with exactly. I have an agenda, by the way.
That's fine. That's fine.
This guy wants to play a midfielder instead of an
That's fine.
So I have the agenda.
Okay, that's fine. So Ashraf.
I'd probably switch. Maybe I'd switch Gyökeres and Moreno. Okay, but I would actually Jesus and Havertz would be the top two for me.
Okay, that's fine. So
and I don't rate Havertz.
So Ashraf, hold on. I want to land. Ashraf agreed with my list and then changed it, but that's fine. Ashraf, you can change it. It's fine. You're allowed to. Saad and Sami, do you guys want to go? What would your list be?
Go ahead, Sami.
Well, for me, it's going to be 50-50 to Gyökeres and Jesus, but Havertz and Moreno definitely at the bottom.
Okay.
So I would.
No. Who's your first? Yeah.
I would still go ahead with Gyökeres because I think if we unlock him, I think he's gonna give us a lot. That's what I believe.
That's fine. And Saad.
At the moment, based on form, this is completely based on form. I'm gonna go with Jesus at the top of my list. Then, well, to be honest, Jesus is the only one I could do. Actually, no, Jesus, Moreno, and then possibly Havertz, because I think he'd actually play better in the system. To be honest, at the moment, Gyökeres has let me down, man, just because of the runs that he's making, bro. I can't lie. Now that as soon as Ash told me that, bro, and now I watch him in games, it's actually like.
You know what my problem is, and Saad, you know what my issue is, and I want to say this one quick thing, is I know that all of you backed Gyökeres when he first joined.
But long term, I think he's still long term. Hold on, because you're gonna start saying stuff, and it makes it like as if
it's not. I'm talking about myself. I ain't gonna speak about you.
You. I know that you had no belief in him.
This is what I'm gonna say to you.
Hold on. Let me just land, bro. Because
Saad is gonna say long term, he still believes he'll come good.
Long term, I still think he's gonna come through. But obviously, listen, you didn't ever believe he was gonna be anything.
Yes, and the reason why
that's why
he backed the guy. He backed the guy.
That's fine.
He backed the guy with less goals.
That's fine. On
top of that, by the way, you said that you wanted Sesko over Gyökeres. You look like a bigger fool than anybody on here.
That's fine.
Because he's at Man United stinking up the.
That's okay. And but unlike some people here,
guys, one second. For starters, I do remember Sol saying he would still take Gyökeres over Sesko, but he had his doubts over Gyökeres. That's one.
Exactly.
Secondly.
No, that's not.
What you believe? I actually do remember him saying that in the summer. But anyways, secondly, guys, what might happen in the future might happen. We don't know. But how could you guys sit there and make it seem like he's not more correct than we are so far?
Exactly.
He said he's worried about Gyökeres being bad. Gyökeres has been bad. So far, Sols is the one who predicted things correctly, not us. Unless something changes drastically over the next couple of months. So how are you guys shitting on his argument?
This is the problem.
The thing is, my problem with this is, it is It's not about the message. It's about the messenger. This bum, okay,
but-
on the bottom right, this guy gives the people that he loves, the people that he would suck off on his knees, you know what I'm saying? He gives them years, mediocrity, and still say, I'm going to give him time. I'm going to give him time. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a player that he doesn't like and he never liked, in a few months, straight away he comes with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. That's fine,
why I'm
guys.
not gonna entertain this.
I'm not gonna resolve. I'm not gonna resolve.
entertain this.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to entertain.
I'm not going to entertain this.
Okay.
You
can shut up and
accepted
listen. You don't have to
mediocrity.
entertain.
No, listen. You accepted
You don't have to
mediocrity
entertain.
for
You have
years
to
at
entertain.
this club.
I don't care.
I am not
going
to give up on one
Listen,
guy.
listen,
every
He
time.
I'm
doesn't.
not gonna-
I'll
I'm
say
not
this.
gonna-
Souls
no, no,
doesn't
no,
agree
no,
with
no,
that.
no, Ashraf,
in the
Ashraf,
flesh.
Ashraf,
You-
Not with the players. Not with the
You
players.
met Arteta in the
exactly,
flesh.
exactly. But you know what, Ashraf? They will hear you say that, and even though they agree with everything you say usually, because now you're backing me, they're gonna try and talk shit. Anyway, that's fine. I want to say one thing. I've never done that with any players, by the way. TK is referring to a manager, only a manager. And with the manager, I said he gets one more year because he didn't have attackers. So give him his attackers and he'll win the league, which he then got his attackers and will probably win the league this season. But anyway,
After 6
we
years,
can
by the way.
we can
6
divert.
years, by the way.
You didn't know
6
me.
years.
You didn't know me 6 years
6
ago.
years,
So you're talking
No,
rubbish.
no, wait,
You're talking about
wait. Pause. T, you know how much I've criticized Arteta and I wanted him out this summer. But if he wins the league this season, we have to admit we were wrong.
Okay.
Exactly.
Correct?
Anyway, he won't
Absolutely.
do. Anyway, but hold on. But I want to land.
Then my argument will be Gyökeres is now our top goal scorer, yeah?
That's fine. That's fine.
He's one of
Guys,
the reasons why we're top of the league right now, Ashraf.
But we didn't
No.
buy him to be a top scorer, T. We bought him to score more goals, not just be a top scorer. If he's a top scorer with 10 goals in a season, is that good?
No, it's not
That's
good.
not
But hold
good.
on, Ashraf,
Our
can
top
I land
scorer.
my point?
By the way, did we have
If-
any player score double-digit goals last season?
No, listen.
I don't think so, right?
No, Ashraf.
Exactly.
No, but
So if
Ashraf, I wanna
Gyökeres comes
land-
to this team
Yeah.
and ends the
But-
season
but
with
that-
11
okay,
goals,
so-
and that's
but
not
But
okay.
Ashraf, I want to land, please. I'm not going to get into
all
a chat
these
in
years,
that
so
shit.
all these years it didn't work, and then this year it didn't work as well. Are we gonna blame the one guy that just came into this club, or are we gonna blame the guy that failed for 6 years back to back?
We're
So what
going
are
to
we
blame the
doing?
guy
So
who
he's a-
failed. We're going to...
If he cannot,
Okay, let Souls go first and I'll respond.
If he
Yeah,
cannot
yeah.
coach this attack into scoring more goals, that's on him. That's not on
Guys,
that's
I want to
the
say
player
one
that
thing.
we
I
bought.
want to say... No,
Let
hold on.
Souls go first.
Yeah,
I have a response, but let Souls go first.
Anyway, what Ashton is correct. I don't do any of what T said about players. I do it to a manager, and I gave him one more year to get attackers. And if he doesn't do it, he deserves to be fired. That's all I said last season, and it was a fair argument. And if it works out, I was probably right. If you give him his attackers, he'll win the league. What T's saying about 6 years ago, T didn't talk to me 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, so he doesn't know anything about what my opinion was back then. But anyway, I'm gonna land my point. I'm not going to get into. That's fine.
Are we gonna actually talk about Chelsea?
No.
City?
I'm gonna speak. Everyone keeps jumping in.
No, you know why, Sami?
Everyone, we're not going to get into it. No, we're not going to get into it.
More important than
Don't do that.
You can't just
Don't do
keep
that.
interrupting. You can't
the
just keep
agenda.
Don't do that, don't do that.
Agenda is more
You can't
important
just
than
keep
this.
interrupting. It's not.
Okay, Souls, don't go back to the previous points.
That's fine.
Make it land your argument. Don't go back to the previous
I'm
point.
gonna land my point how I choose to want to land my point.
Souls, so that others can also make their point.
That's
Because I want to rebuttal T's point.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
Yeah. Land your agenda. Land your agenda.
No, that's fine. What I'm
Land your
not going to
agenda.
do is I'm not going to get into a cussing match and sucking dick and all this. Let's leave that to the idiotic
Okay,
argument,
just
yeah?
what's your
What I'm going to
point?
say is this. What I'm going to say is this.
What's
What
your
I'm going to
point?
say is this.
Yeah.
The only person who
the
actually
guy that cusses
the only
everyone the most on
that's
this
fine.
panel
That's
is
fine.
teaching me
That's
about
fine.
the
That's
core.
fine. No, that's
Look
fine.
at this
That's
guy,
fine.
bro.
The only no, that's
Look
fine.
at this guy.
What-
You
no,
call
that's fine,
everybody
that's fine.
fat
That's
and
fine.
puppy
You're
and
gonna
chubby and everything,
keep.
bro.
I
You know
don't
what I'm
call you. I don't call
Guys.
you. I don't. No.
Yeah, bro.
Hold on. I'm
This
gonna
guy,
land. I'm gonna land. I don't call you fan.
Souls, you don't need to respond to every point. Just give us your land.
I'm gonna speak.
Just give us your point. What's your point on Gyökeres?
Bro, if you keep interrupting me, actually, I'm gonna keep talking over you now, and then we're not gonna get to the point. So you either shut up. and let me
Because you
speak,
keep
or
going
keep
back to
talking.
what he
That's
said.
fine. So let's keep
Ignore the
doing
personal
that.
stuff.
No, let's keep doing that. So let's keep doing that. Ashraf, if you're gonna keep speaking, I'll speak over you, and we'll keep doing that for an hour. I don't mind.
Are you going to have a
doing it?
personal conversation or are you going
No,
to
I'm
talk football?
not.
Which one
I'm
is it?
I'm gonna land how I want to land it. Are you gonna keep interrupting me? Let's do it. I don't mind. It's gonna ruin the
Guys,
show.
bye,
Shut up,
bye,
man.
bye.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
I got
Okay,
chicken.
that-
I got chicken on the oven, bro.
That's fine.
Shush,
No. It's fine. Let him cry for a bit. Let him
so
cry for a
fucked.
bit. Let him
I
cry.
don't understand why we can't speak without you man getting like
No, let me speak.
heated for no
Let me
reason,
speak.
man. What
Let
the
me
hell is
speak.
going on?
I'm not
Look,
heated.
No,
I'm not
guys,
heated.
I don't.
This
I don't
guy's
get.
lying about me.
No, that's
and then
fine. That's
does
fine.
the
That's
same
fine.
things
I'm
that he
gonna
says that
land.
I do.
I'm gonna land.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna land. It's fine. We're gonna keep. Bro, we can keep doing this for an hour. I don't mind. I'm gonna speak. So, what I wanted to say is this. And I'm gonna start my point how I want to answer it. My
go.
point was never to come on the stream and start shouting at Ashraf or T or whatever and say you guys are idiots. I was never going to insult. All I was going to give was my Yokeres opinion. But then this guy jumped up and said, I'm not going to get into a debate match. You back this guy. You back. That's fine. You can get into all of that. You're dismissing my opinion. I think you're an agenda merchant. That's fine. And I'm allowed to have that opinion.
Cool.
What I'm going to say is this, though. What I'm going to say is this. And also I want to say, Oxen Billah, every single person on this panel has secretly told me you're an agenda merchant as well privately. But anyway, I'm gonna get to my point.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm gonna get to my point.
That's cool. Good thing I don't give a shit what you guys think. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect. That's fine. Perfect.
Like,
Perfect.
like what the fuck? Bro?
Perfect. That's fine. Just in case you thought my one was the bad opinion.
I mean, cool. You can chat shit. You can chat shit behind my back. I say it to your face.
I'm never gonna chat shit about anyone behind anyone's back.
Apparently you do. Apparently you do. Because this is not the only place where you do. You do that in other places as well.
That's fine. That's fine. We're not gonna get into all of that.
This guy.
That's fine. It's true. We're not gonna
Just
get
give
into
us your take about Yokeres.
My take is this. Yokeres is an Yokeres, before he came, I said we shouldn't have signed him because when I watched him at Sporting, I saw him as a transitional base striker. I saw him as someone that didn't have the dribbling, didn't have the technical ability, in my opinion. And the only thing that he could do was put the ball in the back of the net. And all of you laughed at me and said, you know what? Even if he does nothing good, if he can put the ball in the back of the net and he can make the runs and he can bully defenders and he can get on the end of what Havertz couldn't, he is going to be enough. And I said, okay, it's fine. Why I'm slandering even more now is because even the part that I thought he could do well, he can't even do, which is he's getting held back. He's hiding behind defenders. He's not making the runs. He's not putting the ball in the back of the net, and he's not finishing enough that way I think he could do. So that's why, in my opinion, he deserves criticism. Why I was going to speak about TK was not to insult him. All I was going to say, TK, is when you're turning around and saying, oh, but it's the system that Arteta is playing. It's a system about this. And these are one of the reasons. I feel like forget everything else. Forget all the reasons. Let's speak about the basic role of a striker. Why is he falling over? Why is he hiding behind centre-backs? Why is he not making the runs that we're seeing other strikers do, like Martinelli and Moreno? And why is he not finishing when he gets those chances? If you can answer those 4 questions without bringing up Arteta, then I know you haven't got an agenda. If you answer those 4 questions by saying it's a system, then you're looking at every other excuse other than the striker himself. Yokeres, in his sole job, is not playing well. That's all I want to say. And I'm not talking about behind anyone's back. I get slandered all the time on other channels, on this channel, in private conversation. I like it. I don't mind. Everyone is allowed to have an opinion. I was just saying that everyone knows, TK, that you have favoritism towards some players, like Trossard, like other players that you have, and everyone, even you've admitted yourself, have. So it's nothing to do with insulting. It's nothing to do with talking shit. It's just to do with the facts. That's it. Now you guys can rebuttal and slander me and say whatever. I don't mind.
I ain't gonna say shit. Let's move on. Yalla.
Yeah, I don't know where Ash has gone, bro. This guy just like left for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Ash does this. Ash does this sometimes. He just cries for a bit.
Yeah. Anyway, listen. Let's just get into this City thing. Does anybody think that City are gonna catch us and win the league?
Oh. Well, we're gonna see through the transfer window. I mean, we're hearing they're gonna sign Semenyo, and there's been solid talk. I mean, did they hear we go?
It's done. There's reporters saying it's done.
Yeah, that's the thing. What really, I would say, worry me about City, that they do business in January, where on the other side, Arsenal does not do business in January. And if we're gonna get those injuries, especially to our main players, and as I mentioned before, that's really my concern. We have a long season ahead. I mean, January alone, we're playing 9 games, so that's 3.5 days gap between the games. So that's really going to be thick and fast for all the players. So the rotation is going to be key. And I'll be honest, I've not seen Arteta, rotate, except for a few times he did rotate. But overall, he does have his favorite players that he always play, and he wants to stick with that, and that's fine. But my problem is, if you look at our injury record, it all happens during warm-ups and trainings and stuff like that, and that's the problem. That's the problem, and that really what worries me the most. But overall, I think we have a really good chance. I mean, from here until the end of the season, I mean, it's ours to lose.
Listen, I'll be completely real with you, Sammy, because you were one of the guys that was in UNT. You know what I mean? That were onto me when I told you that this City team give up way too many chances. They don't look as convincing as they were in previous seasons, and I have been proven right today. Again, as to this City side, bro. And I think even Souls was back in the City side that they were going to continue going and continue going and continue going. I think the only one that was giving me any leeway was Ash, because he was kind of understanding where I'm coming from and actually understanding the points that I'm making. But this City side again giving up way too many chances, looking defensively a bit frail at times. The way I saw Ruben Diaz get bodied off the ball and thrown to the floor like a rag doll. Yeah, as a captain of the football club. Come on, man. What we doing here, bro? What we doing here as a centre back captain? It's supposed to be captain material, bro. Centre back, top centre back for a top club, and you get dashed to the side like that. For me, I don't think this Man City side is consistent enough to be able to win the league against us. And funny enough, Mo, I watched a video from Mo today. I don't know if everybody else has watched the video from Mo today, but I watched a video from Mo where he pointed out, do you know that we have failed to score in one game? In one game, we have failed to score, whereas Manchester City have failed to score in multiple games.
Guys,
Multiple
I went
games.
on Most channel 2 months ago. I was arguing with Martin, the Man City fan, the Mancunian way. And I actually
Yeah.
said our attackers are better than Man City's attackers. And that was the same argument I used 2 months ago. I said we are more likely to score in more games than they are. They will score more goals overall because they will have certain games where they'll slap up teams 4, 5, 6. But if you look at who can score against more teams, I think Arsenal can score against more teams. Because
they only have one
in my
player, Haaland.
they only have Haaland, and the way they play is a lot more attacking the way Arsenal play. If Arsenal start playing the way City play, we'll probably score a lot more goals.
Yeah.
We'll also concede more, but we'll score a lot more goals. But because we play a more balanced game than City do, at least City that sometimes goes gung-ho, that's why we don't end up scoring as much, but we also end up winning more games. And we end up scoring against more teams. We've only failed to score against Liverpool in a game where he started that garbage midfield of Zubimendi, Rice, and Moreno. In every other game we have scored this season, Champions League and Premier League, they have failed to score in the Champions League against Leverkusen, failed to score against Spurs this season in the Premier League, against Brighton, against Villa, and against Sunderland now. That's 5 games. 5 matches they failed to score. They have Haaland, yes, and fair enough, Shirky's also been playing incredibly well, and he's playing as a right winger. He's absolutely balling. But I don't think that's enough for me to say they have better attackers. They have a better striker than any of our strikers, fair, but they don't have better attackers. Overall, our attackers are better than theirs. We have better attacking depth. We have better wingers, in my opinion. We have better backup strikers than they do. And even if you look at the midfield and the attacking midfielders, I think our midfielders are better as well. I think Eze and Odegaard are better, in my opinion, than Foden and whoever you want to count. So, alhamdulillah. I don't know. Look, I'm not saying they cannot win the league. They can. I still will stick with what I said earlier in the season. I thought Liverpool is the only team that will finish above us. Obviously, that's not going to happen now because they're 12 points behind. I don't think City. Yeah, that's honestly, that is the biggest embarrassment of the whole season. It's not City or Arsenal or Spurs or whatever happens with these clubs. It's the fact that Liverpool were the hot favorites and are finishing like they're probably going to struggle to finish top 4.
Alhamdulillah, what's going on, man?
I don't know, bro. It's this damn. I don't know. Whatever it is.
Dusty you, mate. Anyway,
but look, and I even though I'm not saying they cannot win the league, I find it very difficult to think that they could finish above us because people say you're going to the Etihad. Well, we haven't lost it the last 2 seasons, and if we go there the way we are playing this season and the way they're playing, I don't think they beat us either. I don't think we win. I think it'll be a draw. They still have to play Chelsea away, which we finished. They still have to play United away, which we finished. They still have to play Liverpool away, which we finished. And we both have to go away to Spurs, and we know that Spurs is like a bogey team for them, and we actually do better against Spurs, especially away from home. We've won every single one of our last 3 games against them at their ground. So I don't know. I think by Feb, I'm going to make this prediction now. I think by Feb 8th, we're going to be like 7+ points ahead of them. And for me, that will seal the league.
Inshallah.
Yeah,
I
because I
don't
think
think
they'll drop
that's
points to
safe.
Spurs, United, and Liverpool in that period.
I don't think that's an edgy take, bro. These here's the thing, Sammy. I think you're so like overdoing the Chelsea.
You're enamored by the old city. Like, it's not the same city, bro.
You think that this is the old city with De Bruyne, you know what I mean? With Rodri in peak form, like this isn't the old city, bro. They're not about it like that. They're not that kind of team.
Yeah, but you forget one thing, Saad, is I rate Pep highly also. I also think that Pep is a great manager, and I think he can, turn things around at any moment in time. I mean, that's the thing that, yes, they don't have the KDB, and yes, they don't have those players that they had before, the treble winner, Gundogan, those clutch players. I agree, I understand. They're not looking so good this season. I totally agree. But also, you have to factor in Pep, and I also have to factor in that it's always difficult for a team for the first time. I mean, I'm talking about this squad with Arteta for the first time they want to win the Premier League. It's also difficult, and taking into all these factors into consideration, that's why I still give them a chance. I did not dismiss them. I'm not dismissing them like you guys do, and I just hope that I'm
cold,
wrong.
guys.
It's cold. It's not that cold in Dubai, bro. What you talking about, man?
No, it's the
cold
AC.
here.
We have the AC full blast.
You have AC on?
Yeah, man. Because my daughter like I think kids at that age, their body temperature is higher, so she sweats at night if we don't have the AC on.
Okay. But overall, I think we do have a great chance. Like I said, it's ours to lose from here on out.
Yeah, I agree. The thing is, I think Pep is the greatest manager of all time as well, but he needs players to do something, and I don't think he has good players, but not the same quality players that he had when he won the league a couple of years back.
Yeah, but Ash, do you not think signing Semenyo is going to change things?
No, I rate Semenyo. I think it'll be a good signing for them, but I don't think he'll have an instant impact this season itself to win them the league. I really don't. He's going to take time to adjust.
And if we do win it, I think it's because of our defense.
Yeah, obviously, guys, their defenders are not good. Like, let's not be fooled by Matheus Nunes and Nico O'Reilly doing a good job as fullbacks.
No, I don't rate them.
I understand.
No, I don't rate
but
their
they're
defense.
not good fullbacks. They're not that good. Like, they'll have their moments. Their centre backs also, in my opinion, like I think Vardiol is decent, but the others are like above average or decent on their day, but they could have bad moments. Obviously, Nico Gonzalez is now injured. I don't know how long it's gonna be, and we don't know what kind of. Yeah, but we don't know which Rodri is back though. Is it the Rodri of the Ballon d'Or, or is it the ACL recovering Rodri? Because Rodri this season has had 2 other injuries. Really? He's the one who lost the ball when they almost scored. When he miscontrolled the ball and he fouled the Sunderland player. Like, look, he might be back to that Rodri, but I think after an ACL, especially when he's had 2 injuries already this season, not like this year, this season, I think he will take time to get back to that level best. And they're going to be so worried about managing his minutes and making sure he doesn't have another relapse. Kind of like what Chelsea were doing with their players or forcing Maresca to do. No, what like you read the reports, right, about Maresca. Like, apparently he's been forced to substitute some players to make sure he's doing load management for Reece James and Cole Palmer and stuff. Yeah, exactly. And I think I think City will be doing the same thing with Rodri, because they'll know that he's already come back from ACL and had 2 injuries after that. We can't risk him playing 90 minutes every week and then being out for another year.
T, you're oddly quiet. You think we're gonna win?
Yeah, T. Do you think they're gonna catch us, or?
I think you said we're winning the league, no?
I mean, yeah, they have a chance. Obviously, I mean, it's not impossible. It's Pep at the end of the day. It's just one of them situations where inconsistency is getting them, and this was one of those games where they needed Haaland to score the goal, else they wouldn't find another goal scorer in this specific game. And Haaland was having an off day, and if you have a Haaland who has an off day and you rely on him,
he got bullied. Bro.
He got bullied, and Ballard wasn't even there. That's the craziest part, because normally he is the Gyökeres of defending, aka the wrestler. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, for me, it was one of those games where other players could not find any opportunities to get a goal, and Haaland was having an off day. And if Haaland has an off day and you are Haaland FC, these things happen. They went out with
I
0 goals.
captained that bum.
They went out with 0 goals. And yeah, I'm not shocked because these games, they are going to have these games as well because they are still relying a lot on Haaland. And if you have Foden and Turkey who are having consistency issues, and Turkey a little bit less, because I do believe that Foden has been a little bit more inconsistent than him. Because when City play good, those two players play good. If those two players don't play good, then you have a situation where you are going to drop points. And this was one of those games. For me, it's about, is Pep going to find a way to make this team gel? And if so, I do believe that they will chase us until at least March, April, you know. But if these inconsistencies keep getting them and they drop silly points like this, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like they didn't have any chances at all. They just didn't have the vim to finish their chances, you know what I'm saying? One goal they scored was offside as well. So, yeah, they are going to have those inconsistent games. For me, it's just important for us to capitalize on that. You know, that's the most important thing out of this. Because City are not going to be flawless because they don't have De Bruyne. They don't have, you know what I'm saying? They don't have those players anymore. They don't have Mares, Gundogan. They don't have those players anymore. You have now players where in the future they can be consistent and good, but now they're still gelling with this team. They're still getting used to this team. You have a Rodri who just came back from a big injury. How will he react after his injury? You know what I'm saying? So we have a lot of questions that City still needs to answer. But in between those questions, they will drop points, and we need to capitalize on that. And but
Do you think Semenyo helps them?
Semenyo will help. Is going to help them because the one thing that he does amazingly this season is scoring goals. And now you have another outlet that can score you goals outside of Haaland. So in that part, I do believe that they will improve a lot, especially because they play last game, for example, against Sunderland. They played Savinho at left wing. Now you have Semenyo at left wing. You know what I'm saying? Way more dangerous, way more chances to get a goal. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I do believe that he will be a net positive for them after they buy him in January.
Yeah, Doku is also back from injury as well.
Yes, and also that, yeah.
Brother, listen.
I think this is Pep's last season.
I think Doku's cameo was good against Sunderland, man. Like, I've never seen, like, honestly, I know he's not a complete winger.
What?
What
did he do, bro?
I know what you're gonna say. He's not a complete winger. His end product was bad, but you know, bro, you know when he's going up against players, you know, like when he gets past players, you know, no one could take the ball off him.
But he didn't even get on 2 occasions. He didn't even get past the player.
Bro, do you remember the chance where he literally got past? There were 2 man marking him, and he just got past both of them. And then, obviously, I can't lie. That Sunderland defender, I can't remember his name. Who is he? The tall African guy. Yeah.
McKinley.
Oh my god, he's incredible.
He used to play for PSG.
Incredible, man. Like, he was winning every challenge, every cross coming in from Doku. He was winning every single one, whether it's on the floor, whether it's high.
Oh, no. You mean number 15, not the black guy. You mean the number 15 who was making the blocks like...
Yeah.
Who made a block like a one-on-one chance block. I can't remember.
By the way, apparently, just breaking news. Morocco is anticipated to host the 2029 Club World Cup, and it's going to be officially announced soon. So, do you know what I mean? Listen, Morocco is moving big.
We've announced it twice. We've hosted it twice or thrice before, I think, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not the first
I don't know. Why is Ash acting like it's the first time we're ever doing that?
Nah, but bro, listen, this is where we have, like, do you know what I mean? The fact that we're getting more of these events, bro, it shows, bro, that we're do you know what I mean? We're gonna get possible World Cups. We're gonna get possible not Euros, but we're gonna get possible AFCONs again, and do you know what I mean? Listen, man, bring on the big competitions, bro. We're here for it. Listen, I just want to say this one thing. I think with Semenyo, I think we just need to relax for a bit, because I don't know if Semenyo is gonna. We don't know how he's gonna play against a team that has majority of the possession. We really don't know. We really don't know how he's gonna deal with that. Do you know what I'm saying? Not every player can go into a team and then automatically start performing. That's the only thing for me. Do you know what I mean? So, but anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to because it's getting. Here's the thing, yeah. It's getting late, yeah, and I do have things to do, but I've had to postpone it because we can't go past not speaking about Chelsea because there's too much shit going on at that crap football club. So we need to speak about these pussyholes. So we're gonna speak about them because we just need to. Do you know what I mean? We just need to. So Enzo Maresca has been sacked or has left Liverpool has left Chelsea Football Club. All kinds of stuff is coming out now about Chelsea ownership and agents and these man controlling players that he plays, how long they play for, lineups. They're controlling all of the spending. They're controlling all of the player management. As soon as he gets a voice, he gets kicked out. It's all moving a bit mad. They've ended it apparently by mutual consent. I don't know apparently whether he's taken his bread or not. I can only assume that he's taken the rest of his money that he was owed.
I think his contract is 2029. I mean, so
yeah, I thought he had a long contract, but he's taken. I'm assuming he's taken his package, his severance package. But he's obviously left Chelsea. Chelsea are going in for the Rosinia guy. Listen,
first
it's
time
all
I heard
bad.
about him, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't even know who this brother was. I'll be real. I didn't even know who this brother was.
Who said Mateus? Oh, yeah, T.
Yeah. Freaking Matisse, bro. I don't know why he just did that, bro. I swear, he's actually a joker, bro. But as you can see, day 105 or 146, 146, 1,461 of your world champs, Chelsea frauds. Listen, man, what we saying, bro? What we saying about Chelsea, bro? Because it seems like it's a mess, and these men have just, bro. These players are gonna start leaving. I don't know what they think this is. I don't know if they think these guys are just gonna sit here and wait about because yes, they've got them on 9-year contracts, but bro, if the player decides to leave the contract to get a better contract somewhere else, bro, like these players would do that. Do you know what I mean? Look at what Madueke did. When Madueke wanted to leave, bro, he abandoned that contract and signed a brand new contract with Arsenal for 5 years rather than a long thing. Yeah. By the way, big up, I've just seen a gal that has just raided us, by the way. Big up to Egal. Big up to Egal for raiding us, bro. Big up Egal for the raid. Absolute legend. Thank you very much, Egal, for raiding us, my broski. Big up, man. Love for the love, bro. Make sure the guys subscribe to Egal's channel after this. Can somebody put the link for Egal's channel just so that somebody?
Yeah, they're probably already subscribed because they've come from his channel.
No, I'm talking about the people that are in here. Talking about the people that are in here, bro. To subscribe, you piece of shit. Anyway, listen, we need to speak about the mess that is Chelsea Football Club, bro. We need to speak about the mess that is Chelsea Football Club because these men are in a mess. It is crazy right now. What you man saying, man?
Yeah, that is mental.
They're done. They're done. I mean, since Abramovich, they're done, bro. I mean, I've never seen such model when it comes to running the football club, buying those youngsters, and they hired, I think, most of the what do you call it, the Brighton people with the statistics and all that. So it's obviously the model is shifting towards grooming youngsters and just selling them for profit. I mean, they're not really. I don't know if this will work at the end of the day for them to win silverware, but I really don't see it. I mean, especially they're not really. I mean, getting those experienced players, like let's say 27 years old and above. I mean, they're probably having the youngest squad in the league, but that really doesn't win you silverware. I mean, I grew up watching Chelsea with Drogba, Lampard, John Terry. You know, those players. Those are, you know, they gave me nightmares, bro. They slapped us around here and there, and they're the ones who actually carried and built Chelsea's legacy. And to see it to go to waste like that, it's just I believe that Chelsea fans are going to be really hurt. by this because they were used to Abramovich, and Abramovich is a guy who just wants to win. But this current ownership, I really don't see it. I mean, they're here for the profit, and that's it. And Maresca is a really, for me, I think he's a good coach. I'm not gonna say he's a brilliant coach, but he's a good coach, and I think he's fed up. And somebody will hire him from the big clubs, maybe Man United, maybe, but he's gonna go certainly for a big club. And he's man enough to say, fuck off. I'm not gonna go with this shit that you forced me to play which player and give minutes and all that crap. I wouldn't take it personally. You're dragging my name down the drain with you, and that's why maybe they're going for this manager that we're not really familiar with, because you're somebody who you're not known, so it's not like you have the character to say no, or maybe after a couple of years when you're starting, to show results, and then maybe you can talk. But so far, you're going to be a yes man, and Maresca showed that he's not a yes man. So big up to him, really. I don't think he got sacked though. I think he wanted to leave.
Yeah, he didn't get sacked. He quit, but they're obviously because they said mutual consent or mutual agreement, but he obviously is the one who initiated this. Otherwise, they had no intentions of letting him go. Look, this is going to turn out to be either a really bad move for Maresca or really good, because if he ends up getting a big job, because this could go in. So one way this could go is,
do you rate him, Ash?
I think he's a good manager. I don't think he's an elite manager, but I think he's a good enough coach. Yeah, I don't think he's been given the best opportunity, and clearly, based on what he's saying, or based on the reason that he left, it seems like he was not on board with a lot of the decisions that were made in the summer with transfers. So I think that kind of says that he probably wants to win now. This could either go one way of, okay, he's left at a time where he's saying, hey, my standards are to win big trophies. My standards are to win. My standards are to compete. I'm not in with this youth project. In which case, big clubs might look at him and say, damn, that's a manager that can win now. We have the squad already. Let's get him. Right? Like the big clubs I'm talking about. Or it could go the other way now, where he doesn't get a good job and he's actually like made the wrong decision by leaving, because had he stayed probably a bit longer, he might have got Chelsea another top 4 finish, maybe a domestic cup or something, or some decent run.
He'll definitely get
that. Yeah, maybe we don't know that. Because the reality is,
bro, he's top of the list for City.
Yeah, but that's assuming Pep leaves this summer.
And apparently Juventus are even looking at him if he doesn't go to City. Juventus.
I'm gonna be honest. He can get a massive job in Italy even if he finished 10th in the league. Italian clubs have taken managers from like 10th spot in like the Premier League and stuff before. So I don't think that's the biggest flex, because he's Italian as well. I think he could have easily got a big job in Italy with Inter, Juve, Milan, any other club. When I say the other big jobs, I mean like the Madrids, the Barcelonas, the Bayern Munichs, the United, even though they've been shit, but it's still a big job, obviously. I'm talking about these kind of clubs. So
but
I don't know if he'll get that move now. I'm not going to lie.
I'm not even going to get into the argument, because I don't know why you're talking like Juventus is just some bummy club, bro. That's not massive.
I'm not saying they're a bummy club. I'm saying Juventus, Inter Milan, Roma, AC Milan, Napoli, they hire managers regardless of their status. They don't have to be at the very top. Like, they don't need to go and hire Klopp and Pep. They will even hire like a Marco Silva, for example, or Fabregas from Como, even though I rate Fabregas. But anyways, you get my point. Like, they don't necessarily, like, who did AC Milan hire recently? Allegri. Like, that should tell you all you need to know. Like, Allegri's been washed since God knows how long, and yet they took him. Like, Inter Milan freaking took Kivo. You get what I mean? That's my point. These clubs in Italy cannot attract the big names because they cannot pay those salaries. They cannot pay you 15, 20 million a year. They cannot pay you 10 million a year. So they end up attracting the bummy managers that are has-beens. A lot of them are has-beens. That's the reality.
So let's just get back to Maresca, because I feel like if you look at the situation that Chelsea are in now, let's just speak about the next game that they've got coming up, because I think that's the most important game of their season. that and the home leg that they have against the same team. That's the most
City,
important
right?
season.
They're
So
gonna get
let's talk
slapped
about.
up. I
Let's
think it's
talk
gonna be
about-
like 5-0.
Let's talk. I know, no. Come on, man. Relax. Because this is the
Yeah.
thing with Ash. Yeah, you have to. You
You're
have
doing
to
the hopeful thing, Saad. You're doing the hopeful
no,
thing.
you
You're doing
have
the
to-
hopium.
You don't understand. Ash always comes with the negative mindset, bro. Like
No, I don't.
if we came up to
Just
a
because
mountain,
I predicted a draw against Villa.
came up to a mountain and everybody was hyped up and we said
Shame on you, Ash.
we're gonna climb this mountain. We're gonna climb this mountain. Me, do you know what I mean? Sami, T, Souls, all saying, "Yo, bro, we're gonna climb this mountain," and then Ash is gonna be the one to look at the mountain and be like, "Bro, I think we're gonna get up halfway and we're gonna just quit, bro." Because it's gonna.
I
be
mean,
too
you
long."
say that even though I've said we're winning the league since the Chelsea match, which was a
Yeah,
draw,
but
by
bro,
the way,
yeah,
and
but
I
you
still
look
said
at
we're
that
gonna
game,
win the league.
you look at that
The
game,
last
I-
prediction,
I
the last
said it was
game
gonna draw,
prediction,
by the way.
Arsenal versus Brighton. I'm the only one who predicted a slapping. I predicted 3-0. Yes, I got it
but
wrong.
Ashraf,
Fair.
but
So my
Ashraf, why
point
did
is,
you say-
I'm the one who predicted a good
No,
result.
but Ashraf, why did he say but the Chelsea game was a draw, by the way? What has that got to do with it?
Because I'm saying I predicted us winning the league even after a bad result.
Yeah.
That's my point. Like I didn't wait for us to smash Bayern or
Why
smash
do you-
Spurs to say we're definitely winning the league.
Why is your first thing they're gonna get smashed rather than saying, you know what, a new manager bounce or just like a
Because
you
for
don't-
starters, the new manager doesn't have enough time to create a new manager bounce effect. It's one day. That's assuming he even takes a job now and he doesn't come after the game and they don't give it to a caretaker. Secondly, they don't have Caicedo. They don't have their best player who's out for that game because of suspension. That already gives you two very strong reasons why they won't win. And third reason is it's at the Etihad. What do you want about?
They're
And City
going-
just
they're
drew
going-
Sunderland. They're not gonna drop points
Yeah,
in two
they're-
consecutive
they're-
games.
They're going for that Liam guy, no? I don't know how much you guys know about him. I don't know much about him, to be honest.
It's at Rotesia, the Matisse lookalike apparently, but
rotisserie chicken.
He's
what
the what? Fabrizio said he's the top candidate.
Yep.
But what's
yeah, but he
going on
doesn't
with that?
have. I don't know if he has any strong credentials, but anyways.
But
And the
I'm
worst
like,
part is City are trying to screw us
Somebody
over.
smell like shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a side here. Fabrizio, are you skunked?
No, but for real, bro. Listen, I'll be real. Chelsea, brother, I'm dancing on graves. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, look. What I want to say with
think
Chelsea, and
it's on their
I
grave.
say this on Hassan's show all the time to Charlie, right? Is that I said it months ago, and they argued with me about it. I see they just run it as a business, man.
Yep.
And they're in a horrible position because their owners are the ones that are messing things up. Do you know what I mean? And that's a position you don't want to be in. When your owner's the one you hate, when the owner's the one that you want out, you know that you're pissed because you can't get an owner out. He owns the club. Do you know what I mean? You can, but I mean, like it's pretty hard if you guys know what I mean.
Protest, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a United and start getting all your people with them. But I think they're in a difficult spot, man. I don't know where they go from here because even if you get this Liam guy, I don't think he changes much for them. Is he going to turn into a title-winning manager? Probably not. They're probably going to let him go as well. They got a bunch of young players, a bunch of young talent, which would probably have decent resale value, but it's not going to give them any success now. And they want success now, and they're not going to get success now with these young players. Yes, they're running a good business, probably one of the best businesses in terms of football clubs, in terms of revenue, in terms of salaries. They pay quite low salaries. I don't know if Saad knows that, but their wage book is actually quite good. But they don't. Chelsea. They pay quite low salaries.
Who gives a fuck about their wage book? I'm talking about their ability to. I'm talking about their.
You're stop blowing thin air. Okay, trust me. Even the dub is trying to get away from you. Anyway, listen.
Something was in my mouth. Or near
Why
my
for
mouth.
that? Why for that? Why for that? Oh my god! Something was in my mouth. It's crazy.
Listen. No. But hold on. Who the fuck is talking about their wage bill? I'm talking about their ability to possibly win something, bro. These men are not winning anything now, bro.
No, they're far from it.
This guy's gonna come in, yeah. Who is this guy, bro? Some random NPC they found, bro. Just
No,
managing.
he's not an NPC. He manages Strasbourg. He's a manager, professional manager.
I've never heard of him. I've heard of Will Still, who was doing NPC.
He has a
stuff.
50%
heard
win
of
rate
this.
at Strasbourg, which is very.
Bro, I've heard of
He-
Will Still. I heard of Will Still, and he only went to the championship and got dunked.
Okay,
Forget
but
about-
okay,
Forget
fine.
about
But
this
Sad.
guy. Forget about this
wait.
guy who's in Strasbourg.
Wait,
with
but Sad,
50%
what's his?
win ratio?
But Sad,
and
what's
some
his
random
name?
NPC,
No,
bro.
but Sad, what's his name?
Looking like the opposite. I don't know.
Wait,
rotisserie
Sad,
chicken or
what's?
Look, this is what Terrain
tell
is saying.
you,
He
bro.
got sacked by Hull
bro.
City. I didn't know that.
Rossin,
Huh?
yeah?
Yeah, because he had a 38% win rate at Hull City.
That's shocking. That's shocking.
34%,
know.
sorry.
Yeah,
Right.
34% is shocking. But look,
I don't
and
understand.
again, but he probably follows instructions, which is why Chelsea won him. Do you know what I mean? Because
What a shit
the-
manager.
the
But this-
Guys,
owner-
you realize
That's the problem.
Guys, you realize he owns their other club, right? He manages
They
their
own.
other club, Strasbourg. Yeah,
they
he
yeah,
owns
yeah.
Strasbourg.
I think
Which is
they
why
should
for
get-
them, this is the cheapest transfer they can make. And they're like, oh, it'll not cost us any money. It'll barely
most-
cost us money.
I think they should go for like someone like someone already in the Premier League, like Unai Emery, top quality manager.
Don't
Do
spend
you know what I
money.
mean?
Unai
so-
Emery.
They don't want to
That
spend
bum.
money, and on top
Bro,
of that, I would.
Ashraf, you're
why
calling
would
him a bum
Unai
because you don't
Emery-
like
Why would
him.
Unai
he's a
Emery?
decent
Why would
coach.
Unai Emery go there?
He's not a
Why would-
decent coach for a big club. He's been proven to fail at big clubs. What are you on about? He's
He
only
got
done
us
it at
to-
mid-table clubs.
He got us to a Europa League final. Okay,
and
he
got
us to
us slapped and
That's
humiliated.
That's fine, but he got us to a Europe.
No, that's not fine. How's that fine? That's not fine.
Because
His
he got
one
us to-
specialty.
Okay,
It's his one specialty is
Ashraf,
the Europa
Ashraf,
League.
when
and he
was the last
bottled
time?
it.
Okay, Ashraf, when was the last time we was in a European final?
That's regardless.
Oh,
I'd rather wait.
He's the
Can I-
only
can I-
manager that's got us to a European final
That's not. That's
in
a
the
bad
last 10
stat.
years.
That's a
It's
bad
not a bad
stat
stat.
because I'd rather. It is a bad stat because I'd rather go out in the quarterfinals by penalties than get humiliated and slapped by our rivals in the finals that way.
You'd
That was a
rather,
humi-
you'd rather,
and by the way,
you'd rather,
that same
wait,
season-
you'd rather go out in the quarterfinals
I
than go out in
said
the.
what I said. I said I'd rather go out on penalties in the quarterfinals than get humiliated like that in the
But that's
finals
stupid.
by our
That's
rival.
stupid.
That's not stupid. Ask
It
any
is.
Inter Milan fan, would they have wished they got knocked out by Barcelona in the semi-finals or got slapped up 5-0 and set a record in the final of the Champions League? They would have told you semi-finals because that is humiliating. You don't get over that easily. Also, that same season, for those who don't remember, we were favorites to finish top 4.
Yeah.
Unai Emery had to win just one game between Brighton, Wolves, Palace,
Arsenal.
Leicester, and Fulham. Or Leicester. I think Leicester, if I'm not wrong.
There was
He
Newcastle.
drew one game. No, not Newcastle. That was not Newcastle. Newcastle
No, it was
Arteta.
Newcastle.
Oh, that
Newcastle was Arteta, guys. Shut up. Trust me, I'm the
Sorry.
one of the football
Yeah, that-
encyclopedia.
Whoa, what is
Shut up.
this?
He drew to Brighton.
sad.
He drew to Brighton, and he lost every other game. He lost at home to Palace. He drew at home
he
to
didn't.
Brighton. These are
No, he
these are
didn't.
5 games that were simple games that we could have won. If he just won one of them, just one, we would have made Champions League. He bottled every single one of them, and these were our last 5-6 games. He cannot handle the pressure. He went to PSG, a team that's guaranteed to win the league every
He
season.
wanted to.
And
He
he-
wanted
and
to,
he
so he can
lost-
go to Europa League.
And he lost to Monaco.
And what about
He lost
and
to
what
Monaco.
About, and what about all he's done? And what about the fact that he's won multiple European trophies with Sevilla?
I addressed that in the very
He's-
beginning. I said he can do it with mid-table clubs because Emery is good
Sevilla-
at managing clubs where there's no pressure. He's good at managing clubs where there's no pressure of you need to win the league, you need to win the Champions League, you have this
Sevilla-
money, here's the spending. At Villarreal, he didn't have that. At Valencia, he didn't have that. Not Valencia, sorry. Sevilla, he didn't have that.
Sevilla is not a mid-table club, by the way. But what I'm saying is
Top 6.
Yeah, I think that Emery is an option for Chelsea if they was to go for him. Obviously, Glasner's probably staying till the end of the season. So I think Chelsea should wait to the end of the season with an interim and then get Glasner in the summer. That's what Chelsea should get.
I think if Chelsea is serious, they'll get Xavi Hernandez.
Who?
That's a proper man. Xavi Hernandez, La Liga.
Yeah,
winner.
no,
Xavi
but
Hernandez.
you've been raving about Xavi since you wanted
I've given you logic. I've given you logic and facts.
I know you have. But I'm saying you wanted Arteta gone for Xavi, though. Do you remember that?
Jose
Yeah.
Mourinho.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
I'm just
What-
reminding you. I'm just
was-
reminding you that you said.
And,
that.
and until Arteta wins the league or the Champions League, I'm right. I'm still proven right. Until he wins the
Brother,
league or the Champions
listen,
League, which
guys,
hopefully he'll do this season.
Sad, you're sad. You don't know ball.
Guys,
Shut up.
guys.
What I'm saying is.
You
Go ahead,
lost-
Saad. Go
You
ahead,
lost
Saad.
your fucking mind, you pussy. This guy. I
Saad,
swear.
go ahead. Go ahead. Make your point. Make your point.
Here's
والله
the
بكي عرفت شي حاجه لكورة هذا
first of all, Iraola.
سامي الدارجه ديالي احسن من ديالو قول له سابق قول له بكي
Shut
هدرش الدارجه حماق
قول يلا. Let's go.
Saad, I think this is the time. This is the point in the show where you don't bring him back. Khalas. Go ahead.
So basically, yeah. Sorry.
We're only past 2 hours. Come on, let's finish.
Yeah, sorry. What I'm gonna say, yeah, is I think that these guys are fucked up majorly, and on top of that, they're going for the cheapest option. They're going for the cheapest option. Now, the reality of the situation for me is that they have Iraola, who has been touted as a possible option. They have other managers that are touted as possible options for them. But I'm thinking, if you want to control everything, every aspect of the management, like every aspect of the manager's job, how do you expect a manager to come to the club? I just don't understand that thinking, that thought process. They're the only managers that are going to say yes to you, and the only managers that are going to be yes men are shit managers. They're the only managers that are going to say yes. You look at any of the top managers, they want to be involved in every aspect. They pick their own teams. They pick they are heavily influenced in transfer windows and giving players like that, players that they want to bring in and influence in the transfer strategy. They're heavily influencing in team sheets and sorting out all of that stuff. And also, they want to be in contact with the physio team, not having agents tell them, oh, you need to rest him on this day, this day, this day. No. The physio tells us, not you. That's the reality of the situation. This club is fucked. I right now they've taken a massive back step because they started this whole thing off with, we bought talent, look at Esteval, look at this, Cole Palmer, da-di-da-di-da, all of this stuff, yeah? Now the ownership are doing a madness, and the thing is, I feel for Chelsea fans a little bit. Obviously, listen, that only lasts for like 2 seconds, and then I automatically get happy again, and I'm laughing and pissing on their grave. But for a hot second, I do feel for them a little bit, just for the fact that they can't stop this. You're stuck in this because these motherfuckers own your club. They are majority shareholders of your club, so you can shout, scream, whatever you like. You could do all of that stuff, protest. It's not going to change anything. Look at Manchester United and Spurs. These men have been protesting for years and years and years. Nothing changes, bro, because the man have got money, bro. These men are billionaires, bro. They're sitting on yachts, bro, and relaxing, bro. You think they really see? They might see like a little news thing about there's protest, like, do you know what I mean? It's not going to be.
Yeah, and
It's not going to be
also,
a prominent thing that's going to force them to like, oh, I've got to sell the club now and I've got to release.
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah, no, it isn't.
I
Obviously,
think their club is fucked right now, bro. This is a massive. They've taken like 5 steps back, and
yeah,
players.
yeah. No, look, I think obviously big up Saad yesterday on the stream. He said Stadium of the Light, a Stadium of Light. But anyway,
Who said Stadium of the Light? Where did I say that?
You did yesterday's stream. And you did. But anyway, I want to carry on. Chelsea, bro, your fic is fine. But listen, I want to say Chelsea are sorry, Saad space Mickey.
Bro, I swear I'm done with this guy. All right, let's get to predictions.
Guys, can we do predictions? Yeah,
Get to
please,
predictions,
honestly.
please. Because wallahi, we don't even need to listen to this guy about Stadium of Light. Stadium of the Light. What the fuck is all that about?
I love that. Yeah, I love him.
I said that in the chat. Because I know you got that from the chat.
And big up Thingy for saying day 107 of Ash back in Barca. We know he's an undercover.
But hold on, Ash. Ash, can you just scroll up a little bit? Just want to check something quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna show the table first.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, big up. So these are the updated. Wait. 1 second. Relax.
I'm top.
Relax, Sad. I mean, Souls and I are joint top currently. With TK 10 points behind us. So not the greatest week for the three of us, by the way. Not the greatest week for Sami either. Only Sad ended up having a very strong week, who finally gets off the bottom.
Hold on. You piece of shit. Why do you say that with such a... No, hold on. Just don't laugh for a second. Why do you say that with such upset voice?
Exactly. Big
Why
him up.
I'm not upset
about
because
you.
that's your place. That's your place. You know.
Wait.
No,
my
shut up,
game,
man,
my
'cause you were
game.
bottom. You were bottom
My
from the
game.
three in the league. About my place.
Yeah,
But I was at the
I'm
top.
not.
And I had
Yeah,
a couple
I'm not upset about you being second
Wait,
last.
Ashraf. Why Sad saying
I'm
he was at the
upset.
top? Wait, Ashraf. Why
I'm
Sad saying he was
upset
at the top?
because
When was he at the
one
top?
second. I'm upset because I didn't have a good week. That's it. A good 2 weeks, in fact.
Oh, you know what? So you're actually upset because you've had to lower your points tally to be level with the lack of football knowledge that Souls has. I understand it, bro. I get it now.
Yeah. I definitely have a lot of I definitely have a lack of football knowledge. Look at the table. I definitely have a lot of lack of football knowledge. But anyway, I want to say one thing. I'm telling you, I ring Sad during most Premier League games, and he doesn't even know they're on. I'm telling you, he doesn't watch any.
Say wallah.
No, stop asking me to say wallah, bro. Stop asking me to say stupid.
As soon as they say that, cancel everything they said. Look at that. Look at the correct predictions. 3.
Yeah, so guys, like obviously last week was quite bad for most of us. I didn't get any correct score predictions. I got some outcomes correct. Yeah, I got 2
big
correct
up Sami,
outcomes.
big him up.
Sami got 2 correct outcomes
but
as well.
I want to say one thing. Ashraf,
Souls, one second, Souls. Let me finish everyone first.
Okay.
Souls got 1 correct prediction, which is why he's tied with me now. And then 2 other correct outcomes, and T got 3 correct outcomes. But yeah, it's been
But I want to say one thing. What did Sad get? What predictions did he get right? The exact the 3 pointers.
He got the Crystal Palace Fulham game, and last week he had 3. He had the.
Tell him about which ones.
Yeah, which ones?
I know my team.
He had Arsenal Brighton.
Yeah, Arsenal Brighton 1. Okay,
correct.
Yeah.
He had Chelsea Aston Villa also accurate.
That was jammy, by the way. There's no way.
Just like how you always predict the Big Six to win or not lose, he a lot of times predicts the Big Six to lose. It can work both ways.
No, but it's not that. But how would he know that Wolves were going to score against Liverpool? Wolves are the
because Liverpool have been garbage, and Wolves scored against us as well. Wolves scored against us, and they
Wolves
and they
have
lost
been shaky at the back, and they scored against us, who is the best freaking Premier League defense. And on top of that, you're talking about the freaking Chelsea game against Aston Villa, like as if it's guesswork, like as if Aston Villa we're not on a fucking 10-game win streak or
I know, but away to Chelsea.
Why? Yeah, and honestly, again, it's proven one second, Sad, 1 second. It's also proven again because Liverpool leads. He's the only one who predicted a draw, so it's not flukish. We can act like it's flukish all we want, but it's not.
Ashraf, he does it every week. He bets against the big teams.
No, he doesn't.
I've done more to Liverpool wins, and I got wrong results.
I can show you here. He predicted Liverpool to win here. He predicted Spurs to win here. He predicted a draw, which actually was correct. He got Arsenal to win here, which is
I don't know how he got that as well.
And he got Man City to. He's not jam, and he got Man City to win, which is also correct. He's been predicting a lot of big teams to win. It's just that he predicts big teams to drop points more often than the others do.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he does it all the time.
And that's why he's second to bottom.
So,
do you know what I mean? And big up Sami as well. Sami's having a stinker as well.
Thank you.
Cool.
So thank you. I just accepted that.
Yeah, somebody's to ask Sami, why are you bottom? I don't understand. Do you watch ball? Do you watch anything?
Listen, hold on, listen. Can we just go into the thingy? So what's the first game?
Yeah,
we'll
one
do-
second. I'm setting it up. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
man's
I
good
think
now. It's
I
a bit-
think, Sad genuinely had a good week. You know what I mean? I have to give him his flowers. But I want to say one thing, guys. I've been missing for 6 weeks. Even when I was top and I was top of the leaderboard, Ashraf would always come on a prediction and say, oh, yeah, Souls is top and move on. He wouldn't give me no credit, no flowers. Whenever I'm top, no one gives me nothing. There's forced hatred. We hate Souls. We don't give him none of his flowers. Bun Souls. Calm. Let the results speak for themselves. I closed the gap.
then why are you whining about it like a bitch then?
I've
Khalas, move on.
closed the 3-point gap on Ashraf. I've closed the
It's the hormones, Ashes.
I've
Yeah.
closed it. It's fine, but no, he's doing that. But if I
Like,
insult him, he'll leave the stream. So I'm not gonna insult him. But anyway, listen.
I didn't
wanna
leave the
say one
stream because
thing.
you insulted me. I'm not immature like
I wanna
that.
land. Big up,
Aston
I
Villa
closed
and
the gap
Forest.
on Ashraf.
Obviously, I think Aston Villa
Ashraf
bounced
is
back.
a fraud.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Villa.
Yeah, that's a very easy prediction.
Wow,
Simple
what a
prediction.
surprise! I
Yeah,
think
what a
Aston,
surprise.
I think Aston Villa are gonna win. What a surprise! I think it's gonna be 3-2.
Sami.
2-0.
Aye,
I
good
like
prediction.
Sami's predictions, man. Straight to the point. Doesn't waste time. Doesn't give instructions.
But he's bottom.
Explanation. But yeah, his predictions suck. His predictions might suck, yes, but he's straight to the point. Go ahead, Souls.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Ashraf copied me, but I genuinely think it's gonna be 2-1 Villa.
How did he copy you without even knowing it? Such
Go
an
ahead, T.
idiot.
3-1 Villa.
You're gonna
Sad.
start with me.
Bournemouth, Arsenal.
I'm gonna go 2-1.
I'm
Arsenal.
gonna go.
Man,
2-1
can
Arsenal.
he just send his predictions on WhatsApp and we add it later?
Shut up,
2-1
man.
Arsenal?
Your
Nah,
fake
please.
hoodie.
So,
Sami.
please, let's go through it, bro.
1 Arsenal.
Online, we need to finish.
I'm gonna go Arsenal, Bournemouth. We're at the Vitality. I'm gonna go with Sad's prediction. I'm gonna go 1-0 Arsenal.
T.
2-1 Arsenal.
Red Bull said Soul's been hitting the blunt again. Madness.
2-0 Arsenal. Sami.
Brighton, Burnley. 2-1 Brighton.
Sally.
See now you're on mind game. But insulting me. See, if I reply, he's going, I want to end the stream.
Brother, can we just go, bro?
My name's
Like-
Sally, yeah? Okay, now because you said that, I want to say a song that literally has Ashraf's name in it. Ashraf
No, chill out. Chill out.
Ashraf al-Margani, yalla habibi.
Wait. Guys.
Actually, by the way,
I don't understand why you guys do this. Oh, don't say my govy. My name is Ashraf Marghani. You think I hide it?
Wait.
That's what I like
He
about
has
Ashraf.
that
That's what I
on
like
his
about Ashraf.
I don't give a
That's what I
shit.
like
Why
about
is that a
Ashraf.
secret?
He
Like,
has
why-
that on his-
Bro,
you think I'm the
Ashraf-
president? Like as if I'm part of the mafia or something.
Bro, Ashraf will say his full address on the stream. He doesn't give a shit.
I don't know.
Wait.
I don't even know why I
This
was
guy.
like-
Wait. This guy is such an idiot. He said my
Don't
full
say,
name.
don't say my full
when-
name. Don't say my government
No,
name.
no.
Don't say
I
it.
won't. Wallah, I won't.
Yeah.
This guy said my full name as if it's a secret. When my Twitter handle is my full name.
Ashraf, you
That's
didn't
what
get
I'm
the
saying.
joke.
That's
Ashraf, you didn't.
Underscore Mirghani.
You didn't get the joke, bro. You didn't get the joke. I'm talking about the song "Move." This song. This
I don't
one
know
here.
that song. Go ahead.
This one here.
Go ahead, Souls. Go ahead.
Don't play with me.
Copyright,
Don't play
bro.
with me.
What the hell's going on, man?
Get on, man.
This guy's sick, bro.
Just chill out, bro. I'm saying there's something in the song that says.
Give me the
He goes,
damn
nah.
prediction.
Okay,
TT, what's the
baby,
prediction?
ما تنساني أشرف المرقاني يلا حبيبي.
Can you guys remove him? He can WhatsApp his predictions later.
Yalla,
No,
please,
I'm doing it
souls,
now.
man, please, bro.
Okay, fine.
Yo.
I'm going Brighton Burnley. I'm going 2-0 Brighton. No, sorry, 2-1 Brighton.
Copycat. T.
Sammy's too.
Yeah. 1-0 Brighton.
Sad. Sorry, me.
Go for
I'll
it.
say 3-1 Brighton.
Guys, this stinks of a 1-1. I'm just gonna go 1-1 because it stinks.
It's not gonna be 1-1 side. I'm telling you from now.
It stinks.
Souls. Everton, Brentford.
Everton home. They've been playing well. To be fair, people are not looking at Everton's recent form. I'm gonna go 1-1.
They've been playing well, so I'll predict a draw. Go ahead, T.
Fucking-
See again, he's slide
Walking
digs.
contradiction. That's what it is.
Your forehead will
2-0 Everton.
yeah, same for me.
Ashraf Saad has nothing to do in his personal life.
Everton, Brentford. I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I think Everton. 2-1. Sad.
I'm gonna go 1-0 Everton.
No,
Hey,
that's not
2-0 Everton, man. What do you put Brentford 2-0 for me?
Sorry.
Yeah. See, Ashraf's on a stinker right now.
No wonder I'm last.
Yeah. Ashraf's been lying, Sami.
I can't lie.
Ashraf has been lying.
I still have some of my predictions have asterisks next to them, by the way. I'm just letting you know.
I mean, we can literally go through each one of them if you guys want to go through the video.
But
This is going to be 2-2.
2-2.
I say 2-1 Liverpool. Fulham are missing a lot of players.
Oh
I'm gonna
shit, they
go.
do.
You can change it, T.
Yeah, do you want to change it to?
Because they're missing Bassi and Awobi and Chukwueze.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
You
it
never
will be
know, obviously.
2-1 Liverpool then. 2-1 Liverpool.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Liverpool. Actually,
1-0
no.
Liverpool.
Can I do 1-0?
Yeah, what is this? What is this constant changing?
Can I do 1-0 Liverpool, please? Sorry. Thank you.
Sami?
Yeah, I said 1-0 Liverpool.
Souls.
1-0 Liverpool. No, actually 2-0 Liverpool.
Leeds United.
Leeds United. I'm gonna. Oh, Ellen Road.
Brother. Come on, Ash.
Yeah, go on, Ash. Ash, not a deep, mate. You need to close your eyes. Open your eyes. You dodgy.
They're missing Bruno Fernandes still, no? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say Leeds win 2-0.
And Sad, wash the hoodie, please.
Yeah, me too. I think 2-1 for Leeds.
I'm gonna go 2-2. Actually, no.
Actually, United always score, so I'll say 2-1.
Oh, here we go, guys. Are we gonna keep allowing this? I don't understand.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Ashraf is
1-1.
Souls.
2. I'm gonna go 2-0 Man United. Why are you laughing?
Surprise.
I'm
Souls
joint
always
top.
predicts the Big Six winning.
Yeah, but I'm
Never
joint top.
predict
Shut
a
up, but
big
I'm
six
joint
to
top.
lose, bro. Never.
Ashraf's talking like I'm not on his neck. Why
Hey.
for that?
TK.
2-1 Leeds.
Let's leave the City Chelsea game last. So Sad.
Yeah.
Palace, Newcastle Palace.
Oh God.
Palace, Crystal Palace. He was about to say Palace, Crystal Palace.
I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna go 2-1 Newcastle.
3-1 Newcastle.
Horrible prediction from Sad.
Souls.
2-1 Newcastle.
TK.
He's just doing
Sad, don't. He's rage baiting. Yeah, exactly.
How am I rage baiting? I'm giving a
2-0.
prediction. I'm rage baiting.
2-0. Okay. Yeah, I'll say 2-0 as well. Sami, Spurs Sunderland.
2-1 Sunderland.
Souls. Spurs winning or Spurs or draw? Which one?
He's talking to you're talking to Sami, right?
Souls,
To
bro.
you.
I'm talking to you. I'm saying, do you want Spurs win or a draw? Because you're gonna choose one of
Are you
these. obviously.
smacked in the head? Bro.
Oh, but, I'm gonna go Spurs 1-0.
Yeah, exactly. T.
2-1
Well, exactly.
Sunderland.
If you know my prediction, stop saying exactly. Then just write it down.
I'll say 1-1.
This guy looks like he works at Winter Wonderland.
Sad.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 1.
Oh, sad. Shut up,
I'm
man.
gonna go 1-0 Sunderland.
Okay. Wolves, West Ham. That's Souls.
Wolves, West Ham. Wolves at home, and it's at the Molyneux. I think Wolves have been on a decent run, to be fair, because their performances have picked up over the last couple of weeks.
Nobody wants your life story, bro. Just give us
Okay,
the
it's not my life story; it's Wolves' life story. But
Brother,
anyway,
just give us the prediction. Rahmik Walidin.
okay, Wolves, West Ham. I'm gonna go 0-0. Actually, no, 1-0. Actually, no, 1-0 West Ham. Jared Bowen.
T.
2-1 West Ham.
Wolves' first win of the season. 2-1.
Horrible prediction.
Yeah,
horrible
same.
prediction.
Well, I swear I wanted to say the same. So this is going to be the first 3 points for them.
I'm gonna go 2-0 West Ham.
Ah, yes, sad.
Okay, the big one.
Just-
T.
Brother,
Sad
this
looks like
Man City,
he's
Chelsea.
peak nuts.
1-1.
Think about the manager mounts, yeah. Or the
I think 4-1 City.
you see this guy negative, bro. All right.
Negative or trying to be realistic.
Let me
It's
just
not
have a look.
realistic though. 4-1's not realistic, Ash. You know that.
3-1 for me.
What is Souls gonna do? Let me predict
You have
Souls.
to go next.
2-0 City. 2-0 City.
Yeah.
Predict
He's gonna
Souls.
say something like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
2-0 City.
Yeah. But now because you said it, he might change it. But anyways, go on.
I'm gonna go 2-1 City.
Who's negative now?
Yeah, exactly. And then do the same
Souls.
thing as you. I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna go 2-2.
Okay, Allah done.
No,
Thank
2-2,
you,
not
guys.
2-1, you idiot.
He done 2-2, bro.
I did 2-2, you dumbass.
Yalla.
Yalla,
Um,
guys.
All right.
Then a big up to everybody who has tuned in. We're gonna love you and leave you now. Big up to everybody who has tuned in. Make sure to smash the like button.
I
Make
actually baited Souls into predicting a draw instead of predicting a City win. I love it.
sure, yeah, it's mad. Mad.
He fell for it. Go ahead. Yalla,
Anyway,
guys. Big up.
Love, guys. Smash the like button. Big up to Kali Guna for the super chat. Very generous. Thank you for supporting the channel. And listen, we'll see you on the next episode. Peace out, people. Peace.